Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, we started off with the being told that we were going to have to go and help help rescue the Iconics by a professor. So we discussed it and agreed, yeah, we should do it. We also agreed that there wasn't much planning we could do apart from doing a little bit of research. So we did a little bit of research about finding out about the cavern. A few of our group went to the library to read some books on it. And also we also at the same time broke into the Iconics room to see if they figured out anything ahead of time. The only thing we really got out of that was just on a map and a description of how they got out of the campus. There's a little hidden break in the wall that we found in their description to be able to use to sneak out. So once we had the information we wanted from the library and knew how to get out, we decided to just go ahead and do it. We snuck out and made our way to the cave. When we got there, we saw there was one of the light stones stuck in the wall. We left it out meantime, but we would take it out later. We wandered inside the cave, realized that there was this film, I guess, on the entrance that was kind of would become the wall slash door when daytime came. When we got inside to the first room, we saw the unconscious body of the dwarven fighter whose name I do not remember from the Iconics, unconscious across the room. We started going towards it and got jumped by some shadows. They were doing some decent damage until Rick remembered he had that light stone. It went off, basically killed all the main shadows, and we were like, "Oh, sweet!" Found out that the dwarf was not injured; he just was exhausted. The shadows had sapped his strength down to a level where he could no longer move. We put him safely in the entryway and continued exploring. Next, we wandered down and found a giant spider web, and we saw some cocoons in the middle of the spider web. So, like, all right, so we gotta go check those out. Before we could check them out, we got jumped by the spiders. The little spiders we could handle, but when Mama came out, things went wrong, and people started dropping. We had 3 members go down, but we somehow barely eked it out to win that fight, the hardest fight we've had yet as a team. We then had to wait for everyone else to wake up, so there was a little bit of horseplay around and nearly went badly, but it didn't. We also found that one of the cocoons was their human cleric in their team. Again, name escapes me. But we found him. He was fine, same state as the dwarf, just exhausted but stable. Moved him back to the entrance, waited for everyone to wake up. Took a short rest to heal everyone up, as best we could, and then moved on. We rounded the corner and we found a kind of like staff waiting room for whatever this was, a table and some chairs and all, and the unconscious body of the mage from the team. We were also jumped by, I think it was 3 shades. Again, using of the last of the sunstones, and the shades went down pretty quickly. It was actually quite simple. After that, we checked the door, and we had Vulcan open the door and got jumped badly by Ogre and 3 skeletons, who basically nearly killed Vulcan in one turn, which was not good. We also noticed while the door was open that there was the shimmering shadows of the hidden rogue from the Iconics who was hiding in the room. We backed up, threw the Ogre and the skeletons to us, waited for them, took our turn, just whittled them down. Somehow, we got out of there in one piece. The rogue even joined in the last minute to help out, and we were able to kill all the enemies, search the rest of the cave, found this creepy vase, or vase, or whatever you want to call it, that I don't know if Pedro has checked out what it does yet, but I thought we were planning to do it. I don't remember if we did or not. But we took that, got the Iconics back, and will now return to the academy. And then I forget what happens after that, if he did anything else. Did I miss anything?
I think the vase was a single use of fog cloud, was it?
Yeah. Once you open it, it would spew out.
I forgot about that. If we'd actually tested it out or not.
No, because it's
No,
single use.
I mean,
no, I know if you found out what it did. I didn't know.
Yeah,
Take
Phaedra did with like
Yeah.
a crit or nat 20 or something. All right, thank you for the recap. All right,
Indeed.
Arma's not here, sadly, so recap is going to be skipped to Vulcan.
All right.
We'll go back towards him when he comes back, so don't worry. He won't be skipped for the entire week. All right. Okay. As we continue onwards. You guys had a nice, quite long rest within a few days, knowing that your social arts test of your final exam for this semester will come to an end here soon enough, as eventually on the fourth 10-day, the lessons focuses on the social arts, using obviously particularly techniques of sleight of hand, maybe some insight, perception, deception, intimidation, even performance or persuasion. These skills are very obviously interesting, as Lathrith is very passionate about these skills himself, as the lesson is called The Secrets of the Whispered One. As obviously the lesson concludes with a game called The Secrets of the Whispered. In this game, each player is given 3 secrets. These secrets not need to be explained or rather evaluated further. However, they do provide a good opportunity to potentially reveal, maybe, said backgrounds or traits that you kept hidden away. Of course, you don't have to go detail into your backstory, of course, because that is your backstory in general. Nobody wants to obviously offer that so freely. In this test itself, it seems fit that you'll be tested amongst yourselves, obviously your team, as you are obviously together throughout this entire adventure and obviously this entire experience of going to this school. As ideally, you can obviously hint certain things here and there, maybe that potentially you aren't what it seems to be, of course, to the other individual. Of course, you can obviously see fit. So ideally, how I stated this out, there's many ways of playing this game, but I obviously stated it as like one, obviously a truth kind of thing. So it's almost like truth and dare, but you have a secret, you have a truth, and you have a maybe. So ideally, right now, I'd like you to figure out a secret that you would not particularly reveal out to anybody, but keep it to your mind and seeing how well you can keep it a secret. Of course, don't tell like the secret like being blatantly your character's something, because your characters, they might not trust you anymore, right? So obviously, I wouldn't ideally tell out something that you want to keep unrevealed for the rest of the campaign. It's up to you. So a secret, a truth about your character, could be anything really, but a truth and then a maybe. Ideally, we're all going to be playing with one another, ideally. So there's 4 of us. It's actually a good even number where you can obviously try to kind of figure out whether or not you can obtain this information. As this can be obtained throughout the entire day. So within the 24-hour clock, you can use other means of getting this information through, maybe they have maybe certain things hidden away in their maybe books or such, hidden information through sleight of hand, or maybe potentially having a conversation with them, or potentially even trying to intimidate them in a sense. But nothing too obviously lethal in the sense of hurting an individual, but if needed to win this, it seems fit. There is no real prize at the end of this. This is merely to see how much information you can gather from the other individual. As to be tracking this, Alerathor has given out an item, as this item seems fit to connect towards one another's conversations, as is just to view, kind of understand through vocal. So it's kind of like a recorder in a sense. and this recorder will be on you for the 24-hour period. If the recorder is not on you and you take it off, you will not obviously be rewarded any points for this. Any questions?
Yeah, that's good.
So obviously the goal is whoever knows the most secrets at the end of the game wins. So you can obviously deteriorate all the players in your party to get as much information and insight from them, ideally. And using these roles, ideally, you can use anything you see fit that would help you in this particular event, sleight of hand, insight, etc., to basically win. So I can give you obviously what you can roll, but it doesn't really matter what you do as long as you accumulate enough points that it ideally matters. But this is just for fun, as he has stated, as this is a social kind of game to rather see fit how you guys cooperate and how well you do it well. Maybe you're just willing to just give out everything you know right away, or you're willing to hold in and making sure that you keep certain things to yourself. As he says, class is done for now. I will see you tomorrow, and hopefully I have all the information needed. Come to my desk and take one of these. Bring it back tomorrow, and be sure it's full of much secrets and information valued. Of course, the secrets will be kept hidden away from all students, and will be vanquished eventually after the test is ended. As the inside information will be, well, wiped from my memory bank, as he had stated, as he has a spell scroll to wipe anything he overheard or listened within the 24-hour period, as he will use a mind blank. Now, get off and do your hardest rewards upon yourselves, and learn a little bit more about your individual party members. As he heads you off, as you are now can do anything within the 24-hour period, knowing that the test is still at hand, as you can take the show. I will be actually marking the points in the background.
So, we've got to get as many points as we can. As many secrets as we can.
That's interesting. So not sure how to proceed with this. That's me speaking, not Drake.
Well, ideally, it's a secret, a truth, and a maybe, ideally. But you could obviously fetch up more secrets, if possible. And secrets give you more points, ideally. Truths are good as well. And maybes, well, they're maybes. They don't obviously offer any points. Of course, this is between you guys, not searching other individuals. You're actually searching your own selves, as in your party members. Getting as much information, because this is knowledge for you. There's no reward at the end of this. This ideally is an experiment to see how well you know your party members, what secrets they lie, and if you can obtain them through means of obviously deception, sleight of hand, or anything by means. You could literally not even bother to interact with anybody if your character doesn't see fit to have a conversation. You can do other things like roguish behaviors. Since Arma's not here and Zaster's here, they won't be participating.
Right.
Well,
I guess we see if anyone's willing to chat. That's the first step right there.
it's only within ourselves, right?
It's
Or are we
one
moving
with
out
a
secrets
group,
already?
yes.
Zaster. Just
We can't use the two of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know.
That would be a fun bit, though.
Zaster would tell you jack shit.
He tells everything, but we wouldn't believe any of it.
True.
true.
So Arma would be very truthful, but I wouldn't sure if I wanted to believe him. So
So who feels like sharing?
Ooh.
That's the question there, right?
It is.
Also whisper me either Discord or such certain things that you were trying to do, and I'll be double checking those.
Did you want us to message you our like 3
Stuff.
things?
You can if you like, but ideally you don't even have to give any information out if you see fit. But again, if you just do maybes all day, you get no points for any of it. So ideally, secret or truth. A secret that you obtain is a point that they don't know, ideally. You're learning from them. Ideally, you're grabbing a secret from them, and they are not a parent of that secret. A truth is just a truth. They're telling you, honestly, word by word, that what they have hidden away from you. And obviously, a maybe is obviously a maybe. It could be true or false. But you can give me information if you want. It doesn't really matter to me, as long as you're willing to share it. If you're giving me information you're not willing to share, there's really no point. This is more a study related towards your group's dynamic and how well they can ascertain keeping secrets or potentially learning truths. And obviously,
this is a test, though, right?
It's a test, yeah, but there's no reward at the end of it. This is the test more for you to move forward as a group. So there's no lies or hidden secrets behind closed doors, and how well you trust your obviously party. But of course, in the end of the day, you can play it as you see fit. You have 24 hours to accumulate as much secrets or truths as possible.
Okay.
Of course, if you're lying, you're not going to be rewarded anything. Ideally, I will know if you, obviously, I'll message you if that is a lie or not.
Indeed. Well, if we all pose this to the group, saying if all 4 of us are sitting there, like, so we all know that getting into this a school or academy is not very simple, and you need to have either the money or influence to get in here. Are any of us willing to share how we got in here, or is that something that we don't want to share?
Well, how did you get in here, Drake?
I got some powerful backers, and I'm from a noble family. And I'll flash my ring at you guys.
I'm surprised.
Ooh, that's really bad insight.
Yeah, I don't say a thing. You don't know it's a thing.
I'm gonna roll insight on that too, my friend.
Alright.
Oof, oh my
Be sure
god.
to keep all your rolls secretly. Don't tell them out loud
sorry.
ever. Just keep it a secret the entire way through this.
Well, how do you do that then?
So if you don't know how to whisper me in game, you just whisper in Discord. You know how to
How do you do a hidden roll?
Hidden roll? I think it's a whisper roll.
It's it's /GM roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then you roll
down the
whatever, D20 or whatever.
Yeah, you can also do it on the left-hand side where the bar is. If you don't know how to do the slash mark, you can click on the D20, and it'll say GM there as well, and you just press that.
Interesting. Got it.
Oh.
This.
The more you learn about Roll20. Wow.
Okay, so you can tell that there's something that Drake said was not accurate. But in Vulcan, you could tell the ring was coming to you.
So ideally, in this moment, Drake, you're supposed to keep it in a secret the entire time. So you'll message Vulcan this information.
Okay, sorry, that's fine.
Out loud.
I'm fine being the guinea pig for this one, but
it's okay because you don't want to ideally tell you would only tell the truth if you really wanted to. If your character's really open about everything, but some people are here and not going to tell everything about themselves.
That's fine.
Alright, I'll be next. So, the reason why I got into school, it isn't because of some higher, position or some rich person. It's just I needed work and they needed some help. Like some bodyguards and stuff like that. So they sponsor you to go to school. and I chose this one. What about you, Phaedra?
I was sponsored by my mentor. I studied under him for many years, and he figured that I could do good in this school, so he paid my way for me.
Oh, fuck off. That's not what I meant to do. Sorry. Game is hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so should I just whisper that to
You're just
you
whispering
here?
me. You're just hitting me
Okay,
all
okay,
the time.
okay.
You're not touching
I'll
any of the
whisper
other
you.
players.
Oh, touch me, please.
Depending, so
And
you're
it's-
getting
and it's-
information, but you don't know if it's true or not. This is all you're getting out of it.
And to type it is /GM and then whatever it is, right? Or
GM roll.
GM roll. Okay. Gotcha.
But if you want to whisper me directly, you can do /W and then find the name GM. You'll see /W GM kind of thing. Kind of like this. I'll put a dot between it.
That's if you're whispering words. If you're
Yeah,
whispering,
if you're whispering me, ideally. If you want to say, whatever to me.
So you the W in there?
Yeah, that's the macro for the whisper /W, but there's no dot.
the /W is if you're typing something to him. The /GM roll is if you're trying to roll dice, but not only who sees it.
Correct.
Okay, that works.
It
Cool.
works. It's purple. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, I learned something new today. Cool. Still not exactly sure how this is gonna work. Alright. So, as three of us, Brendan, what's your story?
What do you mean, what's my story?
How did you get in here?
By foot. The door was open.
Funny. So, I have said at the beginning, you either got money, you got it back, or there's a third option that we aren't aware of. What is
Maybe
this?
third option.
Well, would you like to expound upon that?
No, I was just asking what you thought the third option was.
I don't know. It's something I can't think of, which is why I'm asking.
How vague.
Vague? I don't know. It's kind of like if you know the right person, that's the main thing to get in here, or if you can shell enough money. But I don't know how you rich you out or your background, so I suppose that's why I'm like, how'd you do it?
Well, I mean, not all methods of entering are through wealth or power or that. Sometimes it can be skill rather than virtue.
See, there's the third option I was mentioning. So, what skill was this?
Well, some things I have to keep to myself. But I'm sure if we venture together long enough, you'll find out what it is.
Now, just for my own peace of mind, is it detrimental to someone else or just helpful to you?
Well, it's not going to be detrimental thus far.
Okay.
So it might affect us later.
Yes,
Alright.
that's my understanding. So right now we're fine, but it might not be for always.
Mhm.
Interesting. Keep my eye on you, you sneaky wizard. You have secrets. But so do we all.
Well, yes, we all have secrets. That's sort of the point of this.
Yes, indeed.
Good grief.
Did you get in here by a means of trickery or some other non-legal way of getting in here?
Wow.
We won't tell if it's bad.
Forward, you're making me blush. And what would you... Well, non-legal is a fairly rigid term, isn't it? I just got in here by demonstrating my skill. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Skill based. Understood.
So, did someone scout you? By chance?
In a manner of speaking.
One of the professors?
Not quite. The teacher, but not one that resides here.
So, is it like a teacher that works here, but like is out abroad right now, or something like that?
No, the teacher isn't affiliated with the school.
The famous?
Perhaps.
Hmm.
Are you the direct disciple or just one of their many
Descendant?
students?
Just one of their students.
Indeed.
Would you say you give them your undying devotion?
The only person that I give my undying devotion is myself. But they've my respect.
No, but do we have to roll to say if we question that or not, or just tell you what we think?
You can just roll it, but that's pretty much as is. As anybody who's you're whispering me just information for anybody who's answering the questions. That's all you're doing for me. So ideally for him, he's obviously being asked these questions. He's gonna message me on what he's been asked and whether or not, as he sees fit. Because I'm the only person you can trust. I'm the one who knows all your characters' backstories. But you obviously want to keep it hush hush. So obviously you whisper me, or you're ideally, you can do it in Discord. It doesn't really matter. This is just information. I'm not going to give anybody leeway or anything like that. This is just you guys getting to know each other. That's all it is.
Nope. We have fought together for quite a few battles now. We seem to be a pretty confident group. Though, I do see that some of us are more reckless than others. Speaking of one that's not present. But of the four of us, I think we've had I think I'm the only one of our group that has not gone down. Now, I'm just curious, what did that feel like for you guys?
Like potentially getting killed?
Yeah, you've gone down 3 times, or was it just 2? I've lost track.
2.
That's 2? Yeah, that's... Yeah.
Are you
I mean-
awfully interested in the manner of our potential demise?
Yeah.
No, I'm just...
Getting it in the future?
I'm just curious. 'Cause it's kind of like... I personally don't like getting hit. As you have said, I don't like getting hit. So I'm just curious what it feels like.
We could show you.
I mean,
That's not
Have a
necessary.
hands-on session.
That's not necessary. I'm good.
or you could just fall onto your own blade. That's one option.
No, I'm good at that too. I was just curious. It's fine. We can move on.
Well, it's scary,
think-
you know? You're
Yes.
potentially gonna die, right? So, even having that fear, being unconscious, you just don't know. It's like entering the unknown. Right?
Okay, that's valid.
It's like having the map and you don't know where it leads.
So the fact that we got you all back up and you've all survived, do you trust us to keep each other alive, or was it just, I don't know. I'm not sure how to ask that.
Ooh. So,
Because we got this.
you could
I don't
do
know.
that-
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm saying it's like I've kept you guys alive, or at least the best I could. So I'm just wondering if there's a bit of trust there or not.
I mean,
I trust you to keep me alive in times of need.
I mean, you
Appreciate
can
that.
trust one's actions, not one's intent, right?
That's true.
I mean, maybe more battles we could see fully. Who knows? Somebody might betray us.
Hmm.
What does
Who do
that
you think would betray us?
gut boy?
Oh, he'd do that in an instant, but that's not a
I
question.
don't think he's smart enough to pull that off.
Yeah, his betrayal would be seen a mile away.
True, true.
So let's move on to the next question. Where's everyone from?
Hmm.
Waterdeep.
Wow. I've never been there before.
Yeah, how was Waterdeep? I haven't been there either.
It's truly awful. Well, especially now, you know.
Do you,
with
you
all-
remember before? Like, I'm not sure how old you are, but do you remember before?
Somewhat. That was feels like a long time ago now.
What about you, Phaedra? Is your question.
I was born in Luskin.
Skin.
What about you, Drake?
Oh, small town. No longer exists.
Man. Are you, like, just afraid to tell us? Or, like, you're just... I don't know. Just don't want to rethink about it. Something like
I
that.
lost my mother in it. So, yeah, I'm gonna take the don't want to talk about it factor.
And that's fair. That's fair. I understand.
Don't nobles tend to have some sense of pride for their home?
You would if you were actually gonna inherit it. And I'll leave that there.
So you have no desire to, like, avenge that or take control?
Oh, if I could find my father, I would happily move forward with this, but he holds the title still, as far as I know, and I do not know where he is. So,
I mean, if he's a vacant lord, couldn't you just have him removed?
you could, but the towns no longer exist. So, if de facto, who do I even talk to about this? Plus, it's not like I can approach one of the lords that's actually running the place now. As many would know, the current resident of Waterdeep is not so amenable to others.
No, that's very true.
And it's fine.
Are we going to have to worry about any political enemies coming after us?
Probably not, but if they do, they're just gonna be after me.
Probably not. That's ominous.
That is true. I think I could flip a coin and get a better answer. You know what I mean?
A more definitive one, anyways.
Yeah, definitive. Thank you.
Let's just say that if they come in, just let me handle it. It should be
If
fine.
they come in, let me handle it.
You're
Sorry,
volunteering to be my shield, then I won't argue.
No,
but no.
You preface your sentence by saying, let's just say. So I was just...
Okay. Good.
Alright, so I'll go next. So I'm from Icewind Dale. I'm not a noble, but I live there.
How is that city doing nowadays?
Yikes. Pretty shit now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a few rogue tribes here and there. and then everything else is just fucked. You know what I mean? It's just fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, you can probably attribute that to most places on this
Especially now.
continent. Yes.
I mean, back then it was like livable. You could hunt in peace, but now it's just like you could die walking away. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous place.
Indeed. What did you do there? Was it as a job? I'm assuming you did a job before you came here.
So, originally, what I did, I was like a hunter, and then after that, I did some blacksmithing with some people. But you know, like any scrap that you can get in a wasteland is it's tough to find. So
Hmm.
I never really practiced. That's why I got my books. Hopefully, I could actually practice and learn more here.
Although getting books from the librarian is difficult to say the least.
It's not if you're kind to the person in charge.
That's true. I mean, we kind of were assholes early on, right, Brandon?
I mean, I wanted what I wanted and I got it. That's the extent of his usefulness to me.
Hmm.
So, do you think of people like that? Like, if they don't have their use, it's just that's it.
I mean, everyone has a purpose, right?
Hmm.
So you will use anyone to get what you want? Is that what you're saying?
Depends on the person, I guess.
So you'd use us if you needed to?
How do you know I'm not already?
I mean, I don't think we would provide that much value right now. You know what I mean?
Well, as much as I'd like to be very ooh and all yielding machinations untold, at the end of the day, I literally need you guys to pass. So, if you want to
Yeah.
ask if I'm using you a lot, then yes, but you're using me.
Mutual
just as
interests.
much.
I can understand that.
Because they use
And I
and
would-
abuse you at the spiders.
Yeah, fucking Zasta.
Yes, that was a yes.
He's definitely gonna pay for that one. No bitch.
Does anybody else have anything else? We can conclude this for the next day, but if you feel fit that you've given all the information you could give or asked around, it's up to you, of course. Because I think some people are obviously trying to keep a low profile.
Well, I'd like to hear what everyone else did before they came here.
Hmm?
Well, we heard that Vulcan here was a hunter. Is there anything else you did hunt Vulcan, or is that the sum of your activities?
I mean, other than fighting people, but that's, you know, if you're a tribe, you fight, right? Defend the home, get food. Look, I'm nothing special. I'm just like an average person.
I mean, that's exactly what someone who's trying to keep a low profile would say, though, right? Don't look at me. I have nothing of interest to give. All very suspect.
Well, what do you think of me? Like some dark lord that actually has most influence in Icewind Dale or something like that?
Well, that would be very nice to
You
have
might not be
friends
the
like that.
might not be the Lord directly, but you could be their progeny.
Oh, that would be crazy. Wow.
Mm.
Well,
mean,
what about you? What did you do before here?
me,
Yeah.
just, well, I did a bit of investigating around Waterdeep. Just mostly small time stuff, you know? Lost cats, bits and pieces. When you're living in a place like that, you definitely want to have a way of making money.
So you're saying you try to keep a low profile while still making money?
Well, yeah, it's Waterdeep. It's sort of hard to explain, but it's not exactly a nice place, even before the whole, thing.
Well, did you work for yourself or were you working for someone else?
Oh, for myself, definitely.
Like, did people like hire you to find like, say, like lost pets or people in Waterdeep?
Yeah. A lot of disappearances.
That's crazy.
Any of them interesting? And did you usually succeed?
Usually.
Did any of the cases stand out to you?
Some, but it's always the hard part. Sometimes you find them, sometimes you don't.
And sometimes you find them and it's too late, I'm assuming, too.
Yes. But I mean, that's just life. It's not all nice and able to be wrapped out in a shiny bow.
Don't we know it?
Yeah.
What about you, Phaedra?
No, I didn't do much. I was just a student. I studied alchemy and magic.
You were a student before coming here? They boot you out for something?
I was brought up around a lot of powerful magicians who were scholarly, and I did my due diligence, what I was brought up to do, which was to learn.
Where was this, and have you heard of the place?
I mean, it was in Luskin. I didn't go anywhere.
Does it have a name?
Yeah. I just told you it was in Luskin.
No. I understand the location, but does the school have a name? Is it just the Luskin School of Alchemy?
I
Or-
wasn't in a particular school. I was just
Ah,
studying under a master.
She was homeschooled.
I gathered that now, yes. Was your master an alchemist or a wizard of some type?
Or both.
Or both, good point.
Both.
Both? And did they were the ones who sent you here? That you think you said that earlier. I'm just confirming.
Yes, that is correct.
Indeed.
It's alright. You wouldn't be the first one, abandoned by their master. You won't be the last in the world like this.
Who said I was abandoned?
Well, I mean, how many fledgling students are sent away to learn? Instead of just the master owning up and saying that they can't handle you.
I'm sure my master could have handled far worse than I.
Was he at his limit?
Oh, I wouldn't want to see his limit. That does not sound like a fun
Yeah.
sight to behold.
So, could you call upon him in need?
Like,
If I needed to.
So you're saying you have a possible powerhouse in your back, at your back. That is good to know.
I mean, if I needed someone with power, I could call my parents, I could call my master. I mean, I was raised around wizards and sorcerers and warlocks and those of great magical power.
So your blood is of a magical type, and you've had it in your family for a long time, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes.
Insert stereotypical wizard versus sorcerer comment here.
Definition right there.
Funny,
Some of
funny,
us had
funny.
to earn our magic instead of just having.
Mhm.
Me, the ball just stays out of the way and says, my magic is musical. Or musical. So
I'm
You're
just like,
basically
what's
just like
magic?
a dragon from Skyrim. That, you know, when you speak, that is the magic.
that's basically a bard in definition right there, yes.
Well, as wonderful as all this probing and attempted lying has been, I think I would happily rest for the night.
Yeah, I don't want to strain our working relationship much more than we already have.
When do we have to we have to turn into stones and whatnot? Like a week-
Tomorrow.
or is it tomorrow?
Was it-
Oh, okay.
So we gotta do a little more chatting tomorrow. But
Hmm.
No, as soon
Not
as
sure.
once more happens, it's done.
so
Yeah, it's only today.
this is it. Okay.
So if you feel like you got enough information, then that's enough. But if you don't feel like you have, you can keep going.
I'm also not even sure how to tell if it's going well or not. That's me, not Drake talking. But
I wonder what everyone's motivations for being here are.
that's a good question.
I mean, you guys kind of already know me. It's just work, right? I'm just trying to. I mean, I kind of want a job after this. Whether that be
Hmm.
with you guys or with the place that brought me here, or the company, quote unquote.
I agree. I'm similar to Vulcan. I'm here to prove myself to my benefactor. They saw promise. Now I got to prove that they saw right.
Brendan,
What?
what are your motivations for being here at school?
Just to get better.
How do you quantify that?
Quantify being better.
Yeah, like you could say, "Oh, my firebolt hit a few centimeters closer to the center. That is technically better." Is that what you're aiming for, or are you aiming to like turn that firebolt into a fireball kind of deal?
Well, I'm just aiming to better myself in whatever avenues I can.
Brendan isn't dodging the question. Phaedra, what about you?
I'm here to learn everything I can, and then go out into the world and hopefully see what we can do about changing it.
You're gonna need a lot more fireballs than just one.
I think we need a lot of fireballs at this point if we want to change the world. Sadly.
Yeah, well, maybe if we make connections and work as a team, we may have a chance to do a little bit of the small changes.
True.
Not all change comes from brute force and power. Sometimes change comes from small acts and from information.
That is very true. Very true.
Although, if you look at the world, I think there's some disagreement just by the events that have happened.
Speaking of the world,
All the change that's come about recently has been through large acts of brute force.
yes. But speaking of that, with knowing that we're going to be vague, do we agree that we like the way the world is going, or are we yes or no with the general feel of it? I don't know if I asked that in a too vague a way.
Like the world being on the brink of apocalypse that can be tipped at any moment?
Nah, see, I asked the question too vaguely. Because the answer to that one should be obvious. If it's not, then I'm not sure why we're in a group together, kind of thing. But
Yeah, I fucking hate the way the world is right now.
yeah,
Like, I really do hope that we do recover from this fucking apocalypse. And even going by here and seeing the school in person, right? It's just at least gives me some hope that we're making some change for the newer generation. At least, you know? Just gotta try.
yeah. I'm hoping though that it doesn't take too long, because if we wait too long, those in power will settle and be untouchable.
Yeah. I mean, if we make no change, it's gonna get worse regardless.
Indeed. Do you agree with this, Brendan, or is this too heroic?
Well, it's not heroic to want to change the world. Just the way that it's going. If you like living, then you want to change the world. There's no subtext there. That's just how it is.
Are you down to try make a big change, or are you satisfied with a small one?
Well, bigger is better.
What they all say. What do you think, Phaedra?
I mean, I thought I made it pretty clear that I want change.
Oh, I meant about big and small. Are you down for small changes? Lots of small ones, or do you want to go big and bold?
Sometimes smaller is much mightier.
Lots of
Yes.
small changes can change mountains. I agree.
Drake, how much are you willing to sacrifice to make these changes?
Well, it depends on what the sacrifice may be. I'm willing to go quite far if I can see the light and the tunnel. But if I see only darkness, I ain't touching that.
Sometimes you have to make your own light. You can't just wait for it to show up.
Valid.
Light does not always signal good, just as darkness does not always signal evil.
That's also valid. That's valid. Also, we just don't know when's gonna be the end of this tunnel, quote unquote.
Yes.
Which sucks.
Yes, indeed. I just believe that, gotta be ready. So when you do see that moment, that glimmer, you strike. And you won't know until you're there if you are willing to risk it all. So to answer your question, Brendan, I do not know. Not yet, at least.
Well, I just hope that you'll make the right choice when that time comes. For
hope so
all
too.
our sakes.
I hope so too.
Well, Brendan, let's turn that question back on you.
What, am I willing to make sacrifices?
Yeah.
Of course.
And what are you willing to sacrifice?
Whatever it takes.
Whatever. And does that include your life?
Perhaps. But I like to think that my life is fairly useful.
So you're saying
if it came down to me having to make the jump, maybe I'd think twice. Maybe I wouldn't. can't really say how I'll act in a situation that I've never been in.
That's similar to what I was saying. But you're basically meaning that you value your life more than others.
Well, I guess it depends on the other. Would I value my life more than some random person that I've never met? Probably.
And I'd agree with that statement. But we've seen that you do have courage. I personally saw the spiders. That was not what I thought you'd do, but I was impressed by that. So I see that there is hope for you, and I'll back you if such
Make
as.
it seem like I'm already lost, and that I'm already starting to redeem myself. I haven't done anything thus far.
No, you haven't. It's you're right. I'm just saying how I see it.
Already.
Oh, I'll be honest. I see everyone as that until they prove themselves. This group is proven to be worth my efforts so far.
Wow, how noble of you. I'm so glad that you can perk down from your tower to let us know just how wonderful we can be.
Oh, you're welcome.
But yes, if there's no more questions, I would like to rest for the night.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't know what the professors will glean from this, but that is not our prerogative to know. But agreed.
Alright, so that concludes your test. As you guys, if anybody else has anything else to say, we can conclude it as you guys can take a long rest and hope you got enough information, if need be, with the stones that you have. Upon the night, you take a long rest as you replenish yourself once again upon another new day. You wake up, you get some breakfast as you see fit. As today's menu is, let's see. Something different a little bit, but we'll see. If you see fit as the menu pops up today. Stuffed potato skins, pork soup, grilled chicken with iceberg salad, and blackened rabbit.
That actually sounds really good. Personally love potato skins, that's me talking. My favorite goody peppers.
I'm gonna take some potato skins.
Same.
Oh, yes.
Potato skin
Of course.
team.
Yes.
Let's see if Brendan's gonna go for it.
It does actually sound really good, surprisingly.
Potato
know,
team
right?
away.
Yeah.
At least it's not
Yeah,
that
I'll go.
mystery meat.
I don't understand. Like, I was like, oh, that sounds gross. And then I reread it, and I'm like, wait a second. That actually
Yes.
sounds amazing.
That's. I don't understand it. Truly, why potato skins are so freaking good.
Well, if you put stuff on them, it tastes good. If you
Yes.
just plain, then no.
The one thing is missing though is bacon, but I'll forgive it because it's but
Because it's not real.
It's not real. No.
It's not real.
If
We're
only
not
D&D,
actually
like
having
it could be
the
virtually
potato.
coming to your hands.
I know,
Like through the
I
fucking
know.
screen.
that would be amazing. I'm hungry now.
I would do it honestly if I invited people over to my place. I'd cook for them because I used to
Dude.
cook. So I'd be like, "This is the meal. You have to use your shekels to pay for it."
blackened rabbit on rice. Oh, thanks, Red. This is exactly what I
You
wanted.
eat it, you bastard.
Although the issue is that if we fail our con save, that's probably the session.
Yep. Poisoning. Rush me to
We're
the
just on the
hospital.
couch, struggling.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure. If we're lucky, we won't notice it until afterwards, kind of thing.
Someone's on the
If we're
toilet,
lucky.
right?
What a weird definition of luck there, friend.
Hey, if I can manage to make it home, I'll take care of myself in my own quiet place, and I'll be fine the next day, hopefully.
Mhm.
If I'm not good the next day, that's when
There's
it's
a
not
lot of there's a lot of hopefullys there. I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Hey. Let me
A
just.
lot of
Yeah.
a lot of maybes and a lot of buts.
I'd be trying to roll that natural 20 on the stealth and deception.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
big-
I sort of stopped rolling insight for a while. I was just happy to like role play a bit.
Dude, yeah, like, I didn't roll much at all because I didn't know which was considered a question or not. But I was just enjoying the banter.
He's calling me straight out evil. That's pretty rough, bro.
Yeah, we're
Dude.
all evil guys. Come on.
Dude, I'm not going to say it, but I had an idea about you. I was just confirming it. So,
Uh-huh.
Alright, so you guys head up towards, obviously, the class bringing your stones in. There's really not much talk or anything like that as you see each student putting their stones in itself quickly enough. I will also state that, actually, you do see, obviously, the Demodogs, or the Demodragons, or whatever they're called.
them Gorgons.
They have no, they're not they're not
Okay.
Gorgons, sadly, but
Oh, that'd be
you
cool.
can see that they obviously they have a less student as it seems fit. Whatever they had a group of 4, now have a group of 3. As now you can actually see them now, as one is particularly a tiefling, another one is a Yuan-ti, and the other one is let me just double check what. Go ahead and make sure. You can tell from what they look like a human necromancer.
Do we know who's missing? Or just.
No,
No.
have we met them before?
You have never met them before, but it looks like most groups have 4. They have 3.
And we're the oddball of 6.
Correct.
Wait, we would have seen them at the ceremony, though, right?
The entrance
Like,
ceremony
entrance
only,
ceremony?
Yeah, but you guys
Yeah.
weren't looking for them at the moment.
No, we would.
You're more like figuring out your group name and such like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Like, we went off, I think, 30 minutes on if we
As
were the
every other
7,
group
the
has
6.
four squadron of 4. You're the only group that has a squadron of 6, but for some reason they only have 3. For some reason, but you see them putting their stones in and heading out.
Do they look like? Can I try?
You can see the Yuan-ti is covering up his arms in robes. Is you can roll perception check. The DC's pretty high.
Let me turn back on. Field 20. Okay. Ugh, no, 15's not gonna cut
It's
it.
too low.
I'll roll perception too.
Can I cast detect thoughts?
On him, you can try. Okay, Drake, you got the information.
Oh.
Privately. Of
I
course.
see all.
Damn, Drake.
I
Bringing
see
it.
all.
Bringing the business.
That's kind of funny. I'm the rogue and I can't see shit. That's funny.
Alright, as they leave eventually, disappearing.
Interesting.
So you can see, obviously, the teacher there. Well, I'm assuming you got all your information straight. Bring your stones towards me. I will be listening to them all today. And hopefully by tomorrow, we'll have some good news.
Hopefully.
Oh, guys, Professor, how often do you guys do this test the same way every term?
I am not from this school from last year. I am recently, obviously, I guess, hired here for this year's semesters.
I only asked because if they had to wipe you every year, that would mess the mind up. So I'm glad that
Seems
that's not
like
the
every
case.
teacher has their own study of teaching the arts, of course.
Indeed, indeed. I was just checking to make sure this wasn't going to mess your head up in the long term. So I'm glad to hear. Thank you.
That's why I have this, as he shows you a scroll, a blank white scroll.
I'm like, good.
I mean,
Have a good
I
day.
don't think that would like mess him up too bad.
I was more curious than anything. I'm like, is this actually going to hurt him if he does it every single year? But no, it's not that type of test. So, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It's just
Yeah.
boring
Blackmailing
recordings
us?
about someone talking about their dog.
Well, yeah, that's boring. But the fact that he then has to wipe himself, that
Well,
if he
he's
does that-
doing it because it's just by like code, by the school's code.
Yes. Oh, I get it. I'm just saying, like, this is it actually that
It's
sounds
not
Depending
right.
if
not
someone
lobotomy.
obviously had something dire of a secret, he might actually keep it.
He's
That's
not like
yeah.
lobotomizing himself every time.
That's
My brain is melted.
that's what I was wondering. There, I'm like, yeah.
It ain't that kind of spell.
Alright. You have the entire day to yourself. What do you wish to do? Is you have obviously an opportunity to look around, do anything you want. But if you don't want to do anything, you can obviously stay in the dormitory until the next day. As well, obviously, that's up to you, of course.
I think actually once wanted by the library. He's a question for your so
Sure.
What was that?
I'm not sure no one else has anything else, but yeah.
Sorry, what are you looking for?
I was able to talk to you. I have a question for you.
Okay. Brother Yor?
Dr. Pepper, yes. Because Duke hasn't even met him yet. Because we've only in passing. He
You
hasn't
see,
actually
he's
talked to him yet.
just putting books away that people obviously didn't put them in alphabetical order as they put like an A to Z or an H in the queue.
Oh, that is the most annoying when that happens, isn't it?
Yes. And you are?
Oh, sorry. I'm Drake Blackwood. We haven't met personally. I've seen you, but this is the first time we've actually spoken. I had a query here. I like music, and I'll tap my losers, and I won't play anything because I know that probably annoy you. But is there any chance that there's any like lyrics here, or even
Lyrics?
perhaps?
This is a library, not a musical museum.
I understand. Is there, maybe any history on it, or even manuals and other instruments? Anything musical? I'd love to know.
There is lore about it, but there's not much anything of music notes if you're looking for such.
That's fine. I usually like to write my own.
This is a
Okay,
school for learning, not learning how to play piano.
that's valid. Piano on the field would be very awkward. What about elements and all? How about just the 4 elements?
You
Where
can
is this
check the
section?
aisles for the E section on elementals. There's a wide
Okay.
selection of hundreds of books donated here over the centuries. If you like, you can look, but of course, if you're taking any books out, they must be
I gotta sign 'em.
returned back and signed in
I
good
understand.
condition. If not, consequences will be had.
Very good. Well, it was a pleasure, brother. I'll go and take a look. I'll find those books, and I want to get a general idea of each element, just so you
Alright,
get
give
an
me an
understanding of each
investigation. What are
one.
you trying to figure out? What are you trying to find?
He just wants to understand what's special about each one.
Yeah, well, I can give you information. 'Cause-
Yeah.
See, with the 12, you're gonna get the basics. You're not gonna get
Yeah.
the advanced stuff.
I'm willing to come back and do this a few times if need be. It's just
So if
it's
you ever
something that he
find
was.
an elemental, if you keep researching an elemental over time throughout the campaign, you will eventually learn a lot about them and how to fight them, and how to deal with them, and potentially even how to do things that most people don't know how to do. And there are obviously opportunities of learning something over time through the nature. So with anything, with any book, you can get proficient in it, but obviously you can't get proficient with elementals, but you can get proficient with the factor of knowledge, which is powerful for, obviously, if you ever do come across elementals, you know how to deal with them.
Okay. So I just want to basically spend as much time as I can here just to reading over all these books. As you said, 12 is just general. That's fine. I want to get a general
Yeah, you find
understanding.
like 50 books under elementals. There's more.
I'm gonna make note, and every time I have a chance, I'm gonna come back and keep going.
There's even books related towards the god of creation of the elementals.
Yes, that sounds perfect. I'm gonna just learn all about all those details.
Okay. All right. What does the rest of you guys want to do? If you don't have anything you want to do, you can just say, I'm going to sit in my dormitory or whatever, roam around or whatever.
Oh yeah, I should probably return. I can't remember if I have a book out still.
You do.
Do I?
I don't remember.
I
Actually,
thought-
no, you did. You
yeah,
brought it back with Phaedra.
No, I returned the nature book.
So I think
Phaedra borrowed out the Iconics ones.
I don't think we have any other books out. I think everyone returned their books. If I remember right.
No, I
Do you
have
see
mine.
why Bully
No,
the
you have one?
Librarian though? He's a
I have
jerk.
two.
Yes. So Vulcan has one. Okay. I'm not sure anyone else knows that.
It's like my goal.
What's your goal?
Oh, Bully the Librarian.
What's fun, eh?
As you challenge him to
It's
the
very
brains. So beware,
Gets
he's a
hit by
monk.
enfeeble mind.
Stunning strike.
Stunning strike to the face.
Stunning strike my brain. Got him.
To the face.
As it hits a
He's
book
gonna
instead
say
of a
something.
punch. Just puts you a book in there.
I just figured it'd
You
say
fight the
something
librarian. Dude, I want to get the book, whatchamacallit, the, Acquisition Incorporated book. I always wanted the book, because it has the funny classes in there. It has, like, a mathematician. That's a class.
How would you fight with a mathematician?
You just cast
Throw
numbers
numbers.
at people.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Just
Yeah,
as a
it's a
joke.
book I want to play. It doesn't go to high levels, but it's fun. But they are making their second book now, finally. I heard they're
Do
announcing it.
as a one shot or joke campaign. That
It's a
sounds
campaign,
fun.
yeah, it goes level to 6. But it's all about business and structure and stuff. It's hilarious.
Although I have seen a homebrewed class, a wizard one, that's called the School of Tax Evasion. It's all about like copying your spells in for cheap and everything like that. It's hilarious.
Alright,
Yeah, I'm probably just being chillin'.
okay. What about you, Phaedra?
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay here in the dorm.
Okay. And Vulcan.
So Vulcan's gonna be reading her 3 books, like, on a tree branch, and she's gonna be, like, hanging upside down. Just
Okay.
for fun.
Oof.
That's gotta be bad for your brain, man.
Oh, yeah, bro, come on.
The blood is rushing.
It helps you remember faster, right?
Yeah, totally.
Uh,
And then, like, 10 minutes you black out a little bit, but, like, it's okay.
If you can remember under strenuous circumstances, you learn better, right? Right?
I
Yeah.
read 10 words, I'm done.
yay.
You better read quick. You're gonna black out.
Alright. As the day progresses on easily enough, nothing obviously happens. Drake, you finally get enough knowledge, information. Do you want to take the books out, or do you want to keep them here? It's up to you, of course.
All 50.
No, he'll leave him, and he said, "I'll tell you, it was a pleasure, Brother Yoda. I will return next time I have some downtime to continue. Your library is spectacular."
Ah, thank you.
You know, he'll
He looks at
Wander
you
out.
with disinterest as you are a musician, as he
Yeah,
thought
that's fine.
particularly you were interested in something else, but he didn't realize.
it's,
Oh, yeah, I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
believe him.
If you see, he should have saw the loot in my back. He would have realized. So yeah.
Take that everywhere.
No.
Oh yes,
I
everywhere.
take it in the toilet.
Oh,
Strings
I-
is string.
I got.
need a
I
blade
practice
on.
while taking a shit, man.
You need a bladed loot or something. That'd be so cool.
Bladed
A
loot.
blade of what?
Bladed
A
loot.
bladed loot.
You just hit people with
Oh,
it.
dude, that would be awesome.
You just duct tape your dagger to the end of it.
Or I basically you reinforce it and use it as a club. That would
Well, I
also
mean-
work too.
That I think that is a. I saw. Did you guys see the thing from D&D Beyond where the characters from the movie are like sheets, character sheets?
Yes, I saw that. And that's what I'm
pretty
playing.
sure the bard had a reinforced loot.
His improvised weapon basically is his loot. Yeah. Where was it? Do you know where to find that sheet? I couldn't find it. But I heard there was a thing.
Might be. I don't
If
wanna say-
you find a link, put it in Discord. That would be lovely. I don't know if you know what one. If not, fine.
Fine.
All right, as you head back to upon the day as it cycles past, and I will actually skip forward on this as well. Nothing obviously happens when you do go towards obviously the teacher. He just tells you you've done well, seeing fit. You guys did not get the highest score, but there is obviously no reward. But he doesn't tell you who has. As he's like, well, I hope to see you in the last final exam of this second semester, as you will not have me for the third semester. And we will see you in 10 days, our final semester. I hope you're rather devoted and importance of the teamwork, as it will help you along your trials at hand. And trust me, the final test is no sweat. This will be a tempting urgency of whether or not you can work together as a team. Remember, the help action is quite a good training exercise. As he states that for you.
What a nerd. Using the help action in 2023. In this economy, I do say.
So we gotta basically the last one's on teamwork. Okay.
Well, I mean, we've sort of been doing that to a good degree this entire time, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
I say we've done pretty well.
I mean, sorry, I forgot how to speak for a second. I mean, the first test, we took out a dummy together. Second test, we watched Phaedra and Drake fall. That was pretty funny. But we also did the survival test as well. That was sort of teamwork related. I don't know. I feel like we'll be fine here.
As obviously after the 10 days have passed, as we kind of zoom forward, after the completion of the last one, you do eventually kind of get a scroll kind of underneath your door as you open it, just coming back from obviously eating or whatever you want not, as you do see a parchment written and letters seeming fit. It was obviously offered to you guys. Whoa. Does anybody grab it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll
Yes, sir.
Right. So I'm going to read this out. I'm going to read this out to you, but obviously, if you want, you can read it out actually, because I have a handout for it. I think it'd be great for roleplay.
Do we each get one, or is it just one for the
Just
group?
one, correct. Here you go. Enjoy it.
Oh, fun.
I'll go ahead and read it. It says, midnight tomorrow, report to the Pit of Trials for your second semester final examination. Upon doing so, you'll be transported to the distant town of Tribor to help with a rather unusual problem. We've received a complaint from the town of Tribor that an increasingly large number of their menfolk have gone missing. Upon divinatory investigation, we have determined these men have been kidnapped by a band of dark elves, also known as Drow, hiding deep within the Crypt Garden woods. They appear to be working with a Lamia. These Drow run a secret mine and have enslaved the men of Tribor to work in their mine. One of the missing men, assumed to have been captured by the Drow, is a Thayan wizard by the name of Ebar. Your job is to deliver an arcane focus to Ebar. Once he has his focus, he should be able to use it to summon a Lord's Alliance raiding party that is currently on standby. You have exactly 24 hours to complete this extremely dangerous mission. Communication with any other students will result in the failure of your exam.
Well, ain't that lovely?
Is this a red wizard?
Yes.
Sounds like it.
Wow, I love my final exams that almost put me in life-threatening positions in life. That's great.
It seems to be the norm rather than the exception at this point, if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, that does.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, wait, what time is it?
I'd say in the afternoon right now. But we'll say it's a new day for you, so just be kind. So basically, right now, ideally preparing for this trial, I will say that you have 2 days to prepare for this exam, so you don't have to go right away. So you can get some information if you see fit. So I'm going to give you some ideas, information, some knowledgeable things that you can do. You can either visit the zoo or the Orbitorium to get some information either from Krago or Albia about maybe potentially what you're hearing from this. Maybe you want to know more information about Lamias or the Drow, or potentially more information that could obviously assist you in this predicament. So you have 2 days to prepare for this, so information is very valuable if need be. Or you can look in the library and get some more lore information, maybe something about maybe whatever has conspired through this note.
Yeah, I'll go visit my main man in the library.
I'm gonna go to the zoo to talk about Lamias, the guy. So
And I'm gonna head to the Arboretum.
I'm gonna go to the barracks.
The barrack doesn't let you in as you get shunned out.
Damn.
Yeah, they're racist. Sorry, bro.
No students allowed!
Told
But I
you.
just want to ask questions. I don't want
Racist.
anything.
What's your question?
Have you guys ever fought against Drows?
No. As they close the door.
Damn. Vulcan like kicks some rocks and then just walks away.
Oi!
What do you want? What do you want?
Don't kick that rock.
It's not much of a garden.
Damn. Disrespecting the garden as well. That's low, man. It's low.
I know, right? Fuck them.
God damn. I bet they work hard on that garden.
how dare you mess it up, man?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're literally crying right now. I don't know if you can see, but they
They
are.
keep it inside, but yeah, totally.
I'm probably gonna be looking for Oh, hello. Hello, librarian.
Oh,
What the hell? Oh my god. What are you to bother with me now? Another freaking
not-
stupid question?
No, I've never asked a stupid question. of
You have asked multiple stupid questions.
Oh, perhaps you just listen to what you say internally, and unfortunately, most of what you say is
Blah
dumb.
blah 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 blah, as I can hear.
I imagine that's what
Blah
goes on.
blah blah.
Wonderful talking, and then not talking with you.
So
That's
what
good.
can I help you with?
I'm looking for maps for the surrounding area. Mostly of, if I can remember, the Crypt Garden Woods.
Well, we don't have maps, but we have books describing it.
I'll take the books then.
Well, you might as well look at it and go find it yourself, seeming fit. You can obviously read.
I can indeed read, thank you, yes.
All right, roll investigation to see what information what you can find about this
Oh my
garden.
God, I'm gonna roll terribly after all that. Fuck, I'll just roll a 1. Yeah, I rolled a 10.
10. All right, you get some decent information. So you get some information about it, about the Crypt Garden. So I will give you some information about it. So the Crypt Garden Forest is the home of an ancient green dragon, better known as Old Gnawbones. Because of the dragon's long-term presence of various plants of the forest have developed a tolerance to toxin and disease. One plant is known as halfling toe due to the stubby nature of its bulbous roots. It can also create a really fine, sweet tasting tea that can obviously grant a user advantage on saving throws against poison for up to 4 hours. Of course, halfling toe stays fresh for 48 hours if it's brewed. It has a potency for 24 hours, and it takes an action to consume the tea. But the toe itself is hard to find. It is known to be further into the woods, closer towards the lair of Old Gnawbones.
Ugh. Out of character, I've definitely heard of Old Gnawbones.
Fucking yeah, I've heard it too. Her lore is fucking awesome because there's some crazy dirty lore about her too.
Isn't she like the one that turns into like a silver dragon to
Nope.
like deceive people?
She doesn't have the power to. She doesn't know magic. She
I
has,
swear-
but she
That's
had
what
she had bred with I think it was some giant, some kind of giant. She made a half breed of her kin, and it's still out there to this day. It's a dragon ogre. But yeah, she has a lot of basically naked men cleaning her all the time. She likes humans. She wants to be human as much as possible, but she doesn't have the innate magic to become one. Sadly, she doesn't have the power like red dragon does. But she's old and ancient. She's lived many centuries.
She's trying her best.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's dangerous as fuck too. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like other dragons. She doesn't mate with them. She only likes humans for some reason. Humanoids.
Can I see if I can find anything about?
There's some more information as well. I'm gonna give you some more, obviously, about it. But yeah, if you're looking for something different, but if you want the information, I can give you a little bit more about the gardens. It may be unrelevant to it, but might as well. So the forest is also home to fey berries. These exceptional and tiny berries are not much larger than a grain of sand. They're native to the Feywilds, where they can be harvested by warlock pixies. Small batches of fey berries are known to have migrated from the Crypt Garden forest. They are nearly impossible to spot during the day, but easier to find in the evening as they glow a faint silver under the moonlight. The berries dissipate minutes after being picked. If consumed by the light of the full moon, they provide advantage on saving throws against any spells from enchantments of schools, as well as immunity to magical curses. These effects last until sunrise. It does take an action to eat a fey berry.
Just another question as well. By reading this, would I be able to reliably find them or
No,
identify?
these are very hard to find.
But I'd be able to
could-
identify them if they were found.
Yeah, if you
right?
found them, yeah. But it's
Yeah,
very
okay.
difficult. It's like a high DC check.
That's alright.
But yeah, so there's obviously knowledge about that as well. But there's obviously more knowledge about the map. Okay, so you're beginning to find obviously a map of the Crypt Forest. In closer examination, the map shows the expansive collection of dwarvish ruins. As you look into closer examination, you show a location of an old abandoned mine near the northern border of the forest. The map also shows within 5 miles of the mine a large pond. This book has a map inside it drawn in it. It kind of comes out, but it doesn't it's kind of sewn into the book. So you could take the book with you for your trial and return it.
Yeah, I'll take the book. Oh, I'll borrow it out, I mean.
So I'll give you the information you want, but yeah. Boop.
So no, you'll be weird.
And there's more information about obviously the ancient dragon if you want to know about that. But besides that, it's up to you.
No, probably
So
just.
my understanding of hearing in the background, we don't actually have to fight the dragon. Dragon's just there.
It's there. It's its home.
It's in the
It's in the woods, but we don't need to bother it. We just need. So okay,
yeah. We just need to be wary of it.
gotcha.
All right. So what is everybody else trying to do? Get some information. Obviously, read
I wanna
the note carefully.
learn
It'll
about
help you.
I'm gonna talk to the zookeeper guy and talk about Lamias.
Okay.
Learn about Lamias. Because I don't know what they are, and I'm assuming Drake wouldn't either.
Well. Look at we got here, Drake. Where's your inebriated friend?
He's passed out in bed at the moment. Yeah. I don't know what he drank this time, but he won't wake up, so I left him there.
Well, what can Krago help you with? As he kind of cleans his gun.
Well, I know you are all the expert on animals on this campus, so I was wondering if you could explain to me anything about Lamias. The name came up.
Lamias? That's a different
Yes.
species indeed. A monstrosity, if anything. Dark-hearted creature. It has a humanoid upper body. It tends to pretend it's rather human, if anything. But it merges into four-legged Leon kind of a form, almost a lion shape. These vile creatures are delightfully seducing, corrupting, beautiful, pure hearts like yourself there, Drake. But,
thank you.
They're masters of illusion, and while bilingual, they can almost speak almost any kind of language you have. Lamias are often to make their lairs near pools of water, and they can be rather use of those things for scrying to spy on their next victims at hand, or anybody who wishes to dare them.
So I confirm I understand here. You're saying it's more of a centaur-esque creature with a body of a lion and a upper body of a... What? I missed that.
It's a human body.
Human and lion centaur combo kind of deal.
The monstrosity was called a magical creature.
Magical creature, yes. And it can use scrying and other magics.
Correct. It's a magical user. It's very known for seducing individuals to get what it needs through magic.
And has it been known to work with others, or is it a solo creature?
Well, depending on its motive. They're very high intelligible creatures indeed. They're no beast, that's for sure.
Okay. So if it could theoretically negotiate with another group to come if they have similar aims.
Ideally, if you'd like, but it could potentially manipulate you to betray your friends as well. Hard to say. Lamias are different. Each Lamia has their own set of ways. I've never hunted one myself, but I've read them. But they're particularly rare species around these parts. And if there's one around here, just be careful. Don't feel like you need to open all your cards right away to it. And ideally, if you try to kill it, well, they're fast little fuckers.
Is there a particular best way to fight them? Or
I've never fought one, like I said.
I'm assuming they'll keep one's distance so they get up close. You wouldn't know. I'm just assuming from your knowledge of fighting monsters.
It's a talker, and usually they manipulate you through their magic, like I said. I may even potentially swayed one of your party members to work for it.
Interesting. We do have our dumb idiot who would probably fall for that, so...
Well, hopefully you don't bring him to this test. It sounds like it's a dire one.
Indeed. I appreciate that. That was very useful knowledge. And I wish you luck with your beast here.
Well, no worries. Alright.
I'll wander back thinking about that, so...
Any other information you guys want to get? Phaedra? Or even potentially Vulcan. Spend your day. You have 2 days to do this, so you can obviously use a secondary day to potentially get more information, more insight. I don't know if you're talking. Oh, there you go.
Vulcan's gonna... See if she can get some rations, like for the party.
Rations?
See if you can get. Yeah, see if you can get any more sunstones as well.
Ooh, true.
You'll have to. Sunstones are not easily given out. Ideally, they were taken, as obviously they were reprimanded. So you'll have to
Well,
find a way to get them through means of
it,
theft.
well, Vulcan would be our best member for that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's
Whoa,
so
whoa, God, yo,
racist.
hey.
Unbelievable.
Allegedly, I'm the best
Oh my
member here that could
God.
do it.
This could easily get
Allegedly,
yourself.
I did not
How'd
say
you
this.
say that? Whoa.
I legally was not hearing this conversation. I was just
Damn.
at home.
Take it as you will.
I plead the fifth. DM, how do I steal?
You'll have
some
to do
stones?
through a lot of series of stealthing, maybe wait till nighttime. Obviously, you read the note that originally where they had it was in the shed, but of course now they probably have it guarded because obviously theft was a possibility, so you could easily find it through other means as well, but something like that was not easily kind of obtained. Depending if you want to try with maybe a student, you can, but most students they don't
Maybe
really. Those items have been really been used. It's been a couple months since those items were given.
maybe Gut Boy would know because he's the one that had it before. But otherwise, I don't think it's worth it. So
You know what? I have an idea. Vulcan's gonna try to find the girl, the rogue, that she saved last time from the Iconics.
Lydia, I think her name was.
Yes.
Little?
Mm-hmm.
Little, yeah.
It didn't necessarily the note didn't specify that like we couldn't talk to anyone about the quest. It said we couldn't talk to anyone, student wise.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah,
talk
we
with any
can
other
talk to
students about. Yeah. This
Well,
is
it wouldn't be about the quest. It'd be about the
It
stones.
says
Yeah,
communicate
I
with
just
any
need a
other
partner in
students.
crime. That's it.
Because like we know that Drow love the spell darkness, and the stone gets rid of darkness. So we have one, but more would be nice.
DM, can I find Lydia?
Yeah, if you're looking for her.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you do see her obviously practicing at dummies as she's obviously using daggers and knives and just
Stick it
rotating. Stick it
Stealth! Stealth! Stealth!
She looks at you with a begrudgingly disgusted look.
She kind of laughs.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
Hey, Lydia. I
Hey,
kinda
that's
need your
my
help.
line. You can't copy me.
Okay. Alright, fine. I'll change it up, okay? I'm still trying to figure it out. You know, you kind of need the rough draft steps. You know, I got 2 more years left in this school to figure that out. Alright? Okay?
You mean 2 more years? You're only here for 4 months.
Oh shit, you're right. God, I was thinking about Gut Boy. He's been here for like 4 years, right? I don't know.
I don't even talk about that one. I don't even think he's ever gonna get out.
Yeah, me too. But I kind of need your help. And she kind of puts her arm around Lydia's shoulder. Do you want to hear it or no?
Fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, I kind of need some stones of Lathander. Need some extras as she's like whispering it to her.
What do you need it? So are you trying to whisper at her?
Sunstones.
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 Sunstones?
Mhm.
I don't have any, honestly. My group doesn't have any, and we got scolded for that.
But I just need some help getting some from, the school. Look.
I can't help you with that. If I get caught again, I'm gonna be kicked out.
Do you know where they moved it?
As she points right to this thing.
Called the
Ooh.
barracks.
Oh god, the place that I don't want to be in. I kind of pissed him off. Shit.
The best time to do is at night when they're changing orders. There's less guards. If you're sneaky
You know
and
what?
stealthy, and you can manage to get yourself climbing, maybe potentially on the roofs, and kind of getting into a window and sneaking in and trying to obviously lockpick the chest, there's plenty in there, at least 10 worth.
Mhm.
But you'll have to do a rogue's skill.
I see. I see. Like the one thing I'm kind of curious is like when do they change guards and
I don't know.
stuff
That's up
like
to
that?
you.
You know what? Yeah,
Like
that's true.
I appreciate for helping me out, but we're still rivals.
I mean, rivals got to give and take. We got to help each other.
I'm not gonna get kicked out of this school.
Yeah,
I,
that's true. I'm not gonna go that far.
if it's really important to you, honestly, I would talk to your group. Honestly, maybe you can make something happen. You have some wizards, right? They can probably make a sleep spell or something.
Ooh, true, true, true. I didn't think about that. Thanks for the idea. All right.
Didn't
As
think
she
about
kind of
that.
like backs away, goes like, if anyone asks about this conversation, we
Yeah,
never
yeah,
had it. All
never
right.
happened, never happened.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, who's this?
Hello.
Hello.
Arma?
Yeah, a little late.
Yeah, buddy. You missed out on a lot of shit, but it's okay.
Sorry.
Gonna be talking to your family about this.
It's my family's fault.
Unbelievable.
How dare you put family above D&D? How dare you?
Oh my god.
Well,
Where's your Easter spirit? Oh yeah, it's
So-
Good Friday for you guys, isn't it?
yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm from the future, so that was yesterday.
Well, aren't you special?
Exceedingly so. But,
So-
yes.
Do you think it's worth it, Vulcan, to try and do that, or is it too much?
Well, we can. It's just I might need some extra help.
Can
Like from
magic
the
people do
party.
sleep spells, or I think that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what level spell that is.
It's first level.
Can somebody cast invisibility on me? That would help.
It would help, but I don't actually have access to that spell yet.
No.
Perhaps, yes, it's unfortunate, but I don't feel like I'm up to the task.
Yeah, I got no spells that would be useful.
I can throw a sleep spell in there before you go, but it's all very, sometimes it works better than others.
Mhm.
There's no guarantee that everyone will be asleep. But I mean,
True.
it would make it easier for you to do your thing, and the stones will definitely help. But I also would keep an eye out for any potions that they might have there. From what I saw, the swamp or the area, it plays host to a great deal of poison.
All right.
Might
Okay.
be in our best interest to, well, not be poisoned to death, perhaps, maybe. He said, all of that is in my voice, by the way. I just forgot about it.
Question is, do you want to try this today or tomorrow?
Well,
Well,
it could be something last on the rank before we leave,
Mm-hmm.
because if something bad happens, it might,
True, true, true. I think that's the best time that we can do that.
do you think it's worth asking Gut Boy how he got the stones originally, or because he
would
might
have
have
got them
connections?
he would have got them from the storage shed.
Yes, I'm
Everyone
just,
keeps stealing shit from there, so they've gotten all.
they've got a bit more cautious. I see. Okay, so best to do this, as I said, at night. But other than that, I'm not sure what else we can do. So
Well, did you want to go out tonight, perhaps, and see when they change shifts, or are you just gonna go out? We'll go out, wait for the shift change to happen, and then strike.
No, I'll scout out today.
I will say though, if you do get caught, you get banned. You're gone out of this campaign. Make a new character, basically.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's no joke.
that's why I'm asking you if
That's
it's
why
worth it or not.
Lita didn't want to do it. She already got in
Let's
trouble.
see.
It'll be fine. I mean, this is basically life and death here. Like you saw how useful those stones were in that last outing.
All right, I'll check on it today, like tonight. I mean, to see when do they have the shift change. But that's it.
But
And-
so,
Yeah.
would we be right in saying that we couldn't, that we wouldn't, if he asked, we couldn't get one? I'm assuming
They're
That
only
wouldn't
given
let-
out for certain trials and tests.
Hmm,
But seeming if this one doesn't seem like you can't talk about it.
that's valid.
As you can tell, all the students themselves are keeping quiet. They all have a test.
Well, we have one stone. I'm not sure if that's enough to do anything, but
Doubtful.
yeah, it's entirely your call, Vulcan. We'll help you any way you want, but you're all resident sneak, so
I see. All right, I'll try today. You know what?
Although I do also have another option for the change of shift check.
What?
I do happen to have Steven.
oh, he's
My
your little
mom.
bird.
So that might be a better idea instead of risking getting caught out of night. They seem to be more vigilant than ever. I doubt our earlier escapades this year would have flown quite so easily. Flown like a bird. I'm hilarious.
That's a knee slapper.
Indeed. But yes, that would be my thinking.
Hmm. Well, I don't know if it would work, but I got Tasha's Tears Laughter I can use on one of the guards as a distraction and
I
hide in
feel
shadows.
like that would be even worse.
That's the only help I could give him. Otherwise, nothing I have is helpful.
How much trouble would we get in if they find Steven watching them?
Well, I mean, Steven's just a bird. Birds don't think. Sorry, Steven. That's just for effect.
What the fuck? he's your bird, bro. Come on, you gotta defend him. You can't bring him down.
He knows
Unlike-
he's just.
He's
Unlike
one of the seven.
unsubscribed.
Well, he also knows that in his heart, Brennan actually trusts him with his life, but he has to tell us that he doesn't. Otherwise, we'll use it against him.
Yeah. But I mean, no offense to my familiar, but I'd rather risk Steven than I would. As much as I like Steven, he can't actually do any of the tests, so. Just a bit
Valid.
of a
Yeah.
bummer, but
Hmm.
it really do be like that sometimes.
All right. Does Arma have anything he wants to? So we had a note just given out. So Arma, if you want to get some information or insight, you're welcome to kind of find your own research. As they got some information about the Crypt Gardens, they got some information about the Lamia. As there's obviously more information to be told, of course, about maybe the Drow, or maybe potentially about the Red Wizard of Thay, or even whatever they're obviously trying to scheme about getting some stuff to steal.
Okay.
We would never scheme. We are so genuine and amazing.
I do find it ironic that they want us to get it done, but they're not willing to help us do it.
It's an exam.
I understand. Yeah, it's just like
They're trying to make
whatever.
you the best version of yourself.
So they're making us thieve instead of actually giving it to us. Okay.
Well, you're thieving yourself. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
this is our choice here, but I
You
don't
don't have to do it. But of course, if you
Oh,
get
no, we
caught,
definitely
you're
have to.
obviously gonna be reprimanded for it.
We 100% have to do it.
Valid.
It's the law.
As
Like, if we
Phaedra
don't
finds a
do
new
it.
team.
We ain't no bitches.
So while I agree stone would be useful, it may not be worth the effort for this.
Well, in the meantime, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. You guys can obviously discuss this, but I need to go bio, but we'll be back and to figure out what you guys want to do within the day, and maybe if you do want to do this heist, you can obviously have some information. Maybe I can give you insight if you are particularly just scanning around the barracks to see, or within the night. But remember, in the nighttime there is curfew, so you'll have to sneak out and don't get caught.
Sneaky sneak. Sneak. Yeah, I do wish that it had invisibility, because that would basically make it a cinch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
To roll like a 0.
If we were third level, I could have that, but we're not third level, so.
See, it wasn't me that said it this time, Red. I didn't say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't say if we were this level.
I'm just saying
I was going to, but you said it for me, so that makes it really great.
Well, invisibility is a second level spell, so technically you could have it, but I'm not sure. Do you have second level spells at this time, or?
I have one, but it's not from being third level. It's from my
Yeah, that's what I'm
variant.
saying. Like, I have a just first level, so.
I think, is invisibility the free spell you get from Shadow Touched? I think it is,
Yes.
It may be, yes.
You do get that.
because it's a Misty Step from Fey Touched, invisibility from Shadow.
Yes.
So do we know what the focus is? The arcane focus?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm assuming they'll give that to us when we actually go to the pit,
Yeah, because it'll be something special.
because we got to go to the pit of trials.
So what is it you guys were looking at snagging tonight?
Some sunstones.
Of
Oh,
Lathander.
okay.
We have, because we're fighting Drow, and Drow love the spell Darkness,
Exactly.
and so.
Well,
We
and
have
I mean,
one
it'd
stone.
it'd also be just a good tool in general. I mean,
Yeah,
we talk about the whole darkness thing, but it can stabilize people too.
that's true. As far as like, is it how much worth is this? It's like it'd be great if you get them.
I mean, if we
But-
can get 10, that would be insane.
I think the school would probably shut down.
Shut down.
They'd be like, "Who the fuck stole Ted?"
And we're just like playing like we're
We're
learning to juggle
juggling with
out
them.
in the open.
Mm-hmm.
We got 10 of them. We're just juggling as we walk through campus.
God, just taunting them. Imagine in the background is gonna it's like,
Where did you
"Lathander!"
find those? Oh, they were in the fountain.
Mm-hmm. You know, like I just was fishing in the fountain, and then there was like this pearl, like this clan that had a sunstone or Lathander in them.
In all seriousness, do you want to try it, Falcon, or no?
I mean, I feel like the risk is so much, but
Because like I can give you a bottle of inspiration before you go in to get one lucky roll on something, but that's all only help I can give you.
I'll be honest, I feel like we don't need it. I feel like we just need information.
I agree. I'm saying it would just be an
Have
ace.
a decent amount of information thus far.
It's like, so the only other piece of information I think we would need is like, can we trust this Wizard of Fey to not stab us in the back afterwards?
Although, you know what I could do? I could cast sleep multiple times because it doesn't affect unconscious creatures. So I just like sleep, sleep, sleep. Ah, claps hands together. My job here is done.
What's the DC on that?
There isn't one. It's all hit dice.
Oh. Because these guards are going to be strong fuckers, so I was wondering.
Imagine it just gets none of them. It just feels
No,
a little
it'd get at
drowsy.
least one. Like it'd be so unlucky from 5d10 to not 5d8. Sorry, 5d8. Because that's what average of 25. So I don't mind either way. It was just an idea.
Yeah. It was like I was looking through my sheet and like, what's the useful? Like, well, that stone's useful. I wonder if we could have more. And then this all happened from my thought, and I'm like, so.
I think we should go to the Arboretum just to see if we can get any things for poison.
I think Phaedra was there, so after like she can have her moment.
Although if it's a Lamia that we're dealing with,
Be mind spells.
yeah.
Oh, I'm immune to that.
Me too.
I have no mind.
Well, I have the Elven against Charm plus borrowed, so
Oh, right on.
it's gonna be difficult to charm me. Difficult. It was very difficult to mess with them. So
So what's the plan to sneak in and get the stones?
well,
We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it.
yeah, it was not
Okay.
gonna risk it.
Okay,
It was
yeah.
like the plan as it is. So you know what we were thinking of how bad our plan was. Just like all we have. If it isn't invisibility, we would definitely do it, but we don't. So we were just gonna have Brendan to cast sleep, and then just go for it. Which is a terrible idea, so not gonna do it.
It's not a terrible idea. It could be worse.
Okay. It ain't terrible. It's just a terrifying idea.
It's the worst of all the ideas you had.
Yes, it was the worst, the only idea we had.
Mhm. Like
Okay.
it's so viable, but it's like it's not that reliable.
That's a
You
good
can
point.
do it.
It's like it would definitely, if everything goes correctly, it would work. But we can't guarantee anything, so it ain't worth it.
Well, I mean, we can't guarantee anything.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. If
yeah.
you want to get,
If you're like, if Vulcan got caught, would you be willing to step up and say, yeah, you did it too, so you get expelled?
No.
See,
no,
that's what I mean.
exactly.
I mean,
We're asking Vulcan to do it, but we're not willing to do it.
I was willing to help, but I'm not
What the
going to
fuck,
take
guys.
That's
Come on,
why.
we're a team.
Yeah, but we're not. No, that's not
No.
how it works.
Yeah, see,
That's why. That's why it's like if you don't want to do it, we're not pressuring you because we
Yeah,
know it's
I'm
how
back.
stupid it is.
Oh, I'm pressuring you 100%.
Yeah, because he wants your character to be gone. That's why.
Oh,
I know, right?
that's what I
He
meant.
wants me to become the next Dark Lord or something like that. Like Jesus
He
Christ.
comes back. He's like an oath breaker. I'm killing you all.
Yeah, just become the next villain.
Worth.
Become the BAG.
I accidentally press fear on everybody.
Yeah, and then I cast my legendary action to fucking kill them.
It's called instant kill.
No, you don't kill them. You just fuck with them. You just constantly CC them until they can't do shit.
Just run away like
It's the
the
worst
drow.
death. Stop it! I can't do anything. All right. So, is there anything else you guys want to do, or do you
Yeah.
want to move to the next day?
I'm not sure who would ask this, but we want to ask about the Wizard of Thay.
Sure.
And if this particular guy is, if we can trust him to actually not attack us once
So
you
you
give
can
him
do
the focus.
research in the library for that.
Okay.
So you have to read about the Thay wizards and stuff. You're not going to get information on this exact individual.
Exactly. So that's the thing is like, we know about the Wizard of Thay are pretty famous, so we know that they in themselves are not very trustworthy. The thing is, we don't know if there's any way. I personally don't know if there's any way to be sure that if we actually drop this off to them, they're gonna actually do the thing. But I don't know.
I mean, he's one of the. Just because he's a Thayan wizard doesn't mean that he's not in service to the crown.
Valid. And the Emerald Enclave, though, that's who's coming to get him? When does they actually work with... Oh, Lord's Alliance. Lord's Alliance. Would they actually work with the Thayan wizards? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
It's
clearly
apocalypse. Anything can happen, really. Honestly,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
played
politics
you
are
played
different now.
Rise of Tiamat. And you worked with the Thayan wizards in that campaign.
That is valid. They are not all evil bastards. Some of them are actually not
Yes.
totally evil. So, okay. I will track my statement. I agree that that is our least of our worries. If we get that far, we're in good shape. If we get that
Yes,
far.
we will be in good shape.
Um,
But if we're super worried about the Lamia, then we should probably think about a way to deal with it.
yeah. Not sure what we could do, though, to prepare for that.
Kill him. Just
Yeah. Target that first, for sure.
Yeah, unless there's cure potions or something like that. But
don't think we could get like a what's
Mind
charisma?
strengthening.
Eagle, right? Is Eagle charisma? I'm trying to remember my. Yeah, I think
Eagle?
Eagle is charisma.
What are you talking about, Eagle?
Well, all of the animals correspond to the potions. So, like, you know, for saving throws,
Oh.
like bear strength. No, bear is con. I don't have enhance ability in front of me, but
It's fine.
thinking is hard. Okay.
Yes,
So,
yes, I agree. Okay, so I think we agree we can't plan anymore.
You have a day. Yeah, if you're not doing that, then don't bother. But you can still get a lot of valuable information before you head out. You have today and tomorrow, so if you feel like you got all the
But
information you need today, then we can skip forward. It's not.
I'm assuming, though, that someone will give us the focus before we leave, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Because you're going to be teleported there for the
Oh,
trial test, and obviously you know who
Okay.
it's going to do. It's your teacher.
Gotcha. So we know about Lamia. We understand about the location. Drow are annoying. Only thing that'd be best if you knew how many, but that's impossible to find out from here.
You can also get information on them if you see fit to talk to maybe either another individual regarding them.
What would we want to know?
I don't know. It's up to you. Whatever you want to learn.
weaknesses.
I think. Okay, so I can't. I don't know how much of this is me talking or Drake's talking.
So
'cause
you can
mine
either
is-
go to the library to learn about Drow, or you can talk to one of the obviously individuals I specify. Well, you already talked to Kragos, but you can obviously talk to Albia, sorry, about it. Albia's an
One of the druid
A6.
ladies.
Yes.
You think it'd be worth talking to one of them?
Well, you already.
we've got.
Well, you did get some information about obviously stuff, so why not? Might as well get all the
Alright.
information you can get before you leave, and then be like, I don't know what to do.
All right. Well, would you say who's that? Professor. What was that? The one you mentioned just
It's not
now?
Professor. She's she's in the
Okay.
Arbitorium.
Oh yes, the fair Pixie.
She's not. She is like a fake creature, like
Whatever, whichever one she is. Yes. That will be. I think that's worth talking to them.
she's
Okay.
a dryad.
Dryad. Okay. If no one wants to come along, Drake's willing to go and chat and.
Like, you
Alright.
can all split up and do stuff. Like you don't all have to like do the same thing.
Let's
Come
split up.
on, folks, let's go together.
Just go on the magic school bus. Follow the teacher,
Yay!
guys.
What about
Come
you,
on, let's
Phaedra?
go.
You haven't really said anything lately. Are you even here?
I'm here. I'm just not sure. I wasn't sure what to do because my original plan was gonna go to the Arboretum to talk to them about the forest, but then we got the forest information from the library, and then I'm like, what do I do now?
Well, you can
Do you want to
find
talk to them
somebody-
about the?
You can find information
Good.
about the Drow or the Red Wizards of Thay, potentially. Or maybe you want, I don't know, to get some more information about the Forest. There are obviously more other individual Forest, but a lot of it's about the dragon, which I don't think it's going to be even related or relevant. But it's up to you, of course.
Well, they're going to be using them as labor in a mine. Do we know anything about this particular mine, the forest, or just a generic mine? Is that important?
You can also, you can tell that, just in general, actually, I would love everybody to roll perception check. If you are in the dormitory still, if you're not, you are obviously elsewhere, then don't bother.
Before we head out and all, yeah.
You have no.
Alright, Arma, you can tell that Gutboy is not taking this thing serious. As he's just moving on through the dormitory. He's not even racing to anything, he's just kind of eating. He heads towards the cafeteria.
Shocker.
So I kind of pointed out to the guy, said, like, I wonder this is why he's his 3rd or 4th year here.
It might give you some insight on his acknowledgement, since he's been here so long.
What do you mean an acknowledgement?
Well, that's up to you, as you see fit.
We're not allowed talking to him.
He's a different task than ours, but whatever task he has, he doesn't seem to care.
That seems likely.
Maybe he's done this before, and I mean, this is just a full like guess, but maybe gathering this all of this information didn't end up actually helping him in the past.
That's possible. So he sees it as not worth his time.
Although I feel like we probably shouldn't put too much stock in what
Yeah.
Gutboy considers.
Yeah, he ain't the brightest chip in the shed.
Not so much that, but I will happily take lessons from those who have succeeded. But
Could I roll an insight check on him?
You'd have to go to the cafeteria, watch him eat the inside him. it's gonna be really hard high insight because he's not a easy cookie to crack since he doesn't care about most stuff.
I'm not sure he's worth it. Red herring.
You can.
I
if
think
you
we're talking-
want. I just gave you an opportunity if you wanted to, but it's not gonna be easy.
I mean, I might as well try. It's something. I feel like something wouldn't have been pointed out if something wouldn't come of it, so I'll try it. I'll follow the weirdo.
Go flirt with him.
No, he's not the one that with me anyway.
I'd probably follow as well, honestly. Just because, like, I'm already, like, I got the opening bit of information. I'd be curious to say the least.
I think I'm gonna wander off to the upper reading while they're doing that. So do them, and then I'll do me.
Yeah, I'll go with you as well there, Drake.
Yeah.
I would probably approach Gutboy and I would actually talk to him.
Right, yeah. What? Oh, he's sitting next to me.
I was just coming to talk, see what you're up to.
I'm just eating and enjoying my my drinks. I thought you guys didn't want to have anything to do with me anymore since last 2 months ago.
I mean, if you're referring to the zoo, I mean, I wasn't even there, so you didn't do anything to me.
I guess, you could be a spy, but, there's nothing to spy with me. As you can see, he has, like, the paper, as he doesn't really care. He's just kind of looking at it and ripped it in half. The one you have for the test. As you can see by the writing, it looks exactly like your test.
Like, exact.
Word for word.
Okay.
It's
Good
not
to
real.
know.
So, you're gonna be doing that exam or something like that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't judge. I understand. Wow, you know me. I failed every fucking test. Every time. Multiple times. That stupid fucking trial. I can't even see it. Some fucking illusion? It's impossible to fucking die during it. I don't understand what the fuck this test is all about. It's a fucking stupid test, that's for sure.
I specifically want to insight that. Like, I want to insight his, like, why does, like, what I'm trying to get here is, like, why is he so, like, aloof about why is he this way? God damn it.
Apathetic.
I have been rolling shit tonight. I don't know why. I don't know why, but something about the way you were saying things and just the moment.
It just fucking ruined it.
I have this feeling
I've
that
modified it or something.
I have this feeling that I want to roll a different insight check now. I'm going to want to roll another insight on something different. I want to roll and see if he's being honest. I want to know if he's telling the truth about not doing the test and constantly
You
failing.
can tell just right away he doesn't care. That's guaranteed. He doesn't care.
I get that.
That's the honest opinion. He doesn't care. That's the honest you're gonna get. You can't really get a truthful honest in that because he doesn't really honestly care. That's 100% true that he doesn't care.
I don't know why this sounds stupid, but I have this weird feeling that Gut Boy might not be what he seems.
He's like the villain.
Not
No,
necessarily
face
the villain.
me.
He's like
He's
Jar
actually a
Jar.
star student.
I don't. Maybe he's not even a student.
I
Maybe.
think he's professor.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's an illusion.
Like, I don't know why, but something about this conversation is just making it weird. Like,
Yeah,
I
it is
feel
very
like
strange. Gut Boy, why are you so apathetic about all of this? Doesn't being here all the time, doesn't it bother you at all?
Yeah, I feel like this world's not even real anymore, man. We're just like pawns or something. In the world of space. I don't even feel real, honestly. I've been here so long that I feel like life's a loop.
Okay, I'm definitely inciting that. I don't know what else to do when faced with a existential Gut Boy. Okay.
You guys are trying to run therapy on an alcoholic in the
Oh,
bar.
18.
You can take it as you is. What are you trying to insight?
Whether he'd believe it, but like, it's so annoying.
Yeah, he's a pretty hard one to crack.
Yeah, it's I guess whether he believes it, I
He
suppose.
believes,
Or if
obviously, being
or
stuck
if
here
he's
for how many
fine.
years. It feels like, obviously, his life doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, like I know that it's very demoralizing, but don't you understand that it's sort of
Me, a hero? If I was out there, I'd probably be killed right away.
I mean,
So-
probably, but that seems better than being dead here.
Well, it seems like I haven't died yet. I've been here for 4 years.
Yes, but I suppose when you look at what defines a dead person, you're not offering anything.
You think, like,
You know-
every test I have ever has been, I would be dead by now. Think about that one.
Well, I mean, you'd actually have to show up to die.
I guess, but, you know...
You didn't show up to our written aptitude test, did you?
I don't give a shit about that shit.
Yes, but you're not gonna pass if you don't show up.
You know, honestly, I tried the first few years, and it just didn't seem to work.
What about your allies?
Oh, they're dumbasses.
Yeah, but don't you think about the example that you set for them?
Not really. They got their own ideas and plans. I could care less about going out there and, doing good.
I mean, you
My
don't have to
fucking
go out.
teammate has 5 fucking classes. I don't even know what the fuck he is.
He's a jack of all trades.
No.
I'm an
I
honorary
suppose-
barbarian drunk master. That's what I am. But I can't even get angry.
I guess it's just if I was in your position, I think it'd be better off being dead.
Well, honestly, I enjoy the people around here and like to get drunk and eat. And, well, my parents pay me everything. So, it seems like they don't want me to be home anytime soon. So I guess I'll be staying here as long as I can.
Who are your parents that they'd be rich enough to pay for all these years?
They're like people from Mithra Hall or something.
Ah, yes.
Supposedly like I'm an exile or something.
Well, what did you do to get exiled? Kill someone?
Nothing. I guess I was too lazy to do and
okay.
care. They sent me here and they told me, the under the specs become a hero.
Well, you said that you took the tests. Well, you'd taken tests in the first couple years when you tried. Was it the same with this one?
They change every year or so, but this one seems to stay the same for some reason. There's just no way I can figure it out. It's too hard.
What happened in the last years, allegedly?
I can't tell you that, honestly. Rules are rules.
Yes, because you seem like such a stickler for the rules.
Well, if I told you that, you'd probably be, expelled, probably. As he shows you
Only
the piece of paper.
Only if people found out.
Well, there's years everywhere,
I mean, word of our previous escapades haven't reached the ears.
Oh, I could care less, honestly.
Yes, but why do you care so much about this one?
What? I care? Nah, I'm not doing it. I ripped it.
No, but I mean, you care enough not to tell us.
Well, but I don't want to get you in trouble, that's why.
Well, you didn't care much about the pit or the fighting ring. What's different now?
Because, I think you guys can be honorary heroes and I.
Okay, but did you not think that the past couple times? And I mean, we're not going to make much honorary heroes if we turn out dead, because we don't have a piece of information.
As he knocks out and sleeps.
Honestly, that was pretty much what I expected.
You get more than I thought you get.
Oy vey.
Well, not being there, but I'm saying the most interesting I found there was the fact that he had the same letter as us. Identical letter.
It's
So-
the same test every year.
Yes, but it sounds, the scenario though, seems spontaneous. So, I don't know. Makes me wonder how dangerous it actually is.
Well, he said it's an illusion. You can't really die.
Valid. Well, and another thing, is Tribal even still around? And then this is looking at the map. He's not on there anymore. So
Well, I mean, the trail likely will be.
valid. Okay, maybe. Oh, whatever.
You really don't know, honestly. He could be.
No.
He could have. You don't really know much about God Boy. He's very different, very strange.
So he's asleep. Is there anyone else there?
Oh yeah, there's other people eating here.
But like looking at me?
Not really.
Can I pat him down?
Sure, you pat him down as you find a pocket of lint, and you find obviously a picture of a nudie. Nudie pic.
Really?
No,
A
it's
dwarf?
of a female dwarf, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
She's got
Unbelievable.
the biggest beard across the land.
Giant beard and beard gut.
I'll just shake my head and leave. Oh well, that was. It happened.
It happened.
It was something.
Phaedra, you have my distinct permission to kill me if I ever become like
Put
that.
bleach in my eyes.
Okay.
That shit is horrible.
I feel like it'd be much more fun to watch you wallow in self pity.
Well, that's harsh.
That's fucked up.
That's rough. Man.
That was the ultimate insult right there.
Actually, I'm not gonna ask that. I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna grab my tea, my breakfast. I'm gonna sit down. And
Okay,
walk
while
away
the-
from you guys.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna go talk to the druid. It's so funny. Do you remember the druid's name? Because we were told it once, but I don't remember anymore.
In the handout.
In the handout? Okay, where was it?
Where is it? Arboretum.
It starts with a PH, I think.
Okay, where was it? There you are.
Yeah, Filga.
Filga? Okay.
Filga and Abelia.
Billy.
Alright.
Was still there.
Alright,
Well,
I'm gonna
yeah.
go there and have a chat looking for them. Hello? Is anyone around here?
Oh yeah.
I see you there. Thank you. Do you see them around? Anyone?
You do see one sprout out of the eyes from a flower as they come out. Well, you're a little late for coming into here. What can I help you with?
Oh, we were wondering if you could help us any with some information. We have a interest in the Drow, and I wonder if you could tell us anything about them.
Drow. Well, that's a rather weird subject. But
I understand, yeah.
I do know a little, not a lot. I do know the Dark Elves are rather accustomed to living in the Underdark. Supposedly because of this, they cannot see very well in the sunlight. Those loyal, supposedly to the evil spider goddess they serve, I think it's called Loth, are noted as slavers, as they tend to coat their crossbow bolts in a special poison to kind of incapacitate the potential captives.
Okay, so what is the likelihood that a Drow would come up to the surface and, say, hide in the forest? Would that be against their normal mentality?
Depending if there's mines nearby, maybe.
Mine, you said. So, is there a type of mine in particular they would be most likely to be around, or?
Not too sure, honestly. I've never seen one around here.
I don't think they would be around here, but yeah.
I know about them through knowledge and word by mouth, of course. If they were
What
around
about-
here, I would be certain that they would be lurking into the shadows. Not during the day, of course.
Okay. So nighttime and all. Okay.
Speaking
And are
of
they at all? I'm assuming they have their own mages, but all the normal elves, like they got their own secrets abilities, or do they just?
I have no idea.
Okay. Okay.
Speaking of shadows, do you have any idea on any fungus or anything like that we might be able to take with us to kind of illuminate the darkness a little bit for those of us who can't see?
Well, we do have some bioluminescent mushrooms, if you wish, but they're only good for a few hours before they lose their light.
Can we like preserve them in a something, or?
Well, usually when given, I usually keep them in a dark place, as they're from, obviously, the Underdark. They glow brightly, a nice radiant color upon the dark sky. But once the sun arrives forth, they kind of wither quite quickly.
So they're good for what for a night.
Yes, they don't give that much light off as she shows fit towards obviously a small kind of area. They give 10 feet of dim light.
Well, to almost is that satisfactory? You can put them in a bag, and then
Yeah,
when it's dark, you can take it out.
If we have like a little chest or something, maybe we can put it in to keep it dark.
You got a knapsack or just a bag tied on your waist, and
They're very
when it's dark,
sensitive to light. Very sensitive. If anything of a torch or anything around them, they do eventually begin to wither.
okay. So apart from you and Brendan, does anyone else in the group have trouble with the fight?
Me, I can't see that much, but I'm not there.
Well, I knew myself in Vulcan. I wasn't sure about Break though. Just I remembered in the spiders. We had the light there for everyone.
I remember that Brendan was complaining about it, so that's why I remember him.
Yeah. So yeah, it might not be a bad idea if we can grab some of that.
Yeah, I agree. So if we could, could we get some of that in a few some bags to go, possibly?
We don't have much of it, honestly. I can only offer you Sitch, as she gives you a small kind of bundle of it.
And this will last us a full night.
Should. It will wither over time, as it's not its natural biome here.
Understood. Okay. Well,
So how much of this? How many people are going to be able to use this? Or is it just for
It's
one
for
person?
one person, yeah. They don't have a lot of it. If you need a lot of it, you're gonna have to get it from the Underdark.
For one, that's not bad. So.
No, for sure.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Not the Underdark, please. Don't send me back there.
So that's all the information. Nothing we need or can gather. Yeah, because like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah, I think so.
What? Well. Got information on the drow, information on the area. We got some magic shrooms. Just keep them away from Zasta. And Gutboy.
And we got some information about Lamia, which is the only real challenge I think we're gonna face.
Whoa,
the
whoa,
drow.
that jinx us. Jesus Christ. What is
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Did you see this, everyone? Cancel this, man.
Well, now that I said that, the Lamia is gonna be very easy and everything else is gonna be very hard. So. Alright, so we got information. We're all equipped to arrested. Let's go.
I'm ready to go.
Indeed.
I'm wondering if we should talk to that cleric professor before we go. See if he can offer us anything. Wait, is he? I think he's a cleric. Yeah, because he heals.
What would he offer us?
Well, I know that the task that we did for him was just for extra credit. But I don't know, I wonder if he'd give us something to just help us along the way.
I bet you if you ask him maybe for a healing potion, that'd probably be the best thing he could offer us. So we can bring someone back up if they go down.
There is the alchemy lab run by the three.
Yeah, but we don't really have much time to.
Well, Phaedra has connections there. Maybe she can ask them. If Phaedra's willing to it, that is.
What is there?
What was that?
Her what is there?
Well, Phaedra has connections at the alchemist spot. Maybe she can ask them for a healing potion. A single one of those would be very useful.
I don't know if they'd just give me one, but we could try and make one.
Do you think you could do it? You have a day.
You have to be proficient with herbalism, and it does take usually a full day to craft a healing potion.
Yeah, I'm not proficient with herbalism.
Maybe the professors help.
You would have to have a reason why that you're making one, obviously. Either through, if she wants to learn how to make potions, that's a whole different series, but that's not going to be like within a 24-hour period. That's going to be like teaching. Like, this is a great place to get proficiencies as well. If you really need proficiencies, what you don't have. The newest book that I just launched out is a great book for professions. You can actually craft shit. Even with carpentry or blacksmithing or whatever, if you feel like it, there's a lot of cool things you can make.
So, if you book, how does it say how long you need to practice before you become proficient?
Takes a couple weeks.
A few weeks
to get decently, not like, but with making potions, that's a completely different ballpark. But you just need the basics of herbalism and an herbalism kit to start making potions. Of course, it's not guaranteed they're going to be successful. They could blow up in your face. They're not 100%. You have to make a check, and if they fail, they're not drinkable.
yeah. I do think that's the last thing you could possibly do is ask either the cleric or the alchemist for a mana healing potion. It's the only thing I can think to help us more than we have now.
Indeed.
I'm not sure how to approach that, or
Life
if you can. Thanks. But I don't know.
Honestly, at this point, my skin's getting itchy. I'd be happy just to leave.
I hear that too.
Did you want to learn about the Thay Wizards or no?
Yeah, I guess I'll go back to the library.
Might as well at this point. It's the last thing we didn't ask, so.
I'll go to the library.
Someone who actually doesn't piss him off, probably best, yeah.
You can also know a little bit more about Drows if you want to go search for more stuff about Drows in the library. There's separate ones.
Would I know anything just from, like, what I know?
About Drows? Yeah, just in general. Just generic stuff, not, like, detail out-of-game stuff.
Oh, I'll start looking for a book about Thay Wizards.
Okay. What about you, Phaedra? What do you want to do?
That was what I was gonna do.
Oh, okay. Well, there's...
Help action. Remember, they said use the help action.
Yeah, you can.
I'll help Brendan then.
Wandon. Okay.
I'll do the communication with Brother Yor so that he doesn't get too pissy.
He's not even paying attention. He's reading a book. Under a book.
He's reading a book in the library? What a nerd.
It's a book under a book, so he's hiding a book from a
Point at him and laugh.
He's hiding it like old school, you know, when you're reading a magazine and stuff.
Wait, he's doing that in his own library?
Correct. Well, there's people
Can
in
we
here.
see what it is?
You gotta roll a perception check.
17 work.
You can see... It looks like a romance novel.
Oh, wait. I want in on this. Oh, 21? Yes. I will...
The book's called Dire Apart.
Hello, librarian.
He
Fancy
closes
meeting.
quickly. What?
Oh, that was a... What book are you reading?
Just ignore him. Go away, Brendan.
I love that one. I'm actually on the, I'm only on the first novel myself. But the part when she, sees him with the other woman, just
Hey.
made my heart throb, you know?
He turns red.
Like, it was just, oh my god. I was not expecting that
Shut your
twist
mouth!
at all.
I was not reading a snotty book!
No, of course you were. Yes.
So all the faces are looking towards him.
I mean, I was just talking about a random book that I was thinking of last night. I mean, in my alone time, that is.
Just go on with your duties. Get out of my face. She turns around. Just drinks some water.
I don't care about the test anymore. I just passed in life right there. Alright. That's all I needed to do. Let's go, Phaedra. Oh, right. I forgot. The Thay Wizards. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what do you guys want to do?
What? Investigation with advantage, right? Because of the help action?
Yes, investigation. Better not. Let's see what you do.
Ugh, 14.
All right. So you get some books on the Thay. As you don't get, there's not very much of it, but you do get one book that obviously blinks your eyes as you see the Thay. About the Thay. So the Thay's land is bleak. From the far east of the Sword Coast, it is ruled by a lich called Saztam, and the Zolkirs he appoints to rule over the 8 schools of magic. The infamous Red Wizards of Thay can be recognized by their crimson red robes, distinct shaven heads, and tattooed heads. That's all it is. Basic shit.
Does it say, like, any specific ways of communicating with them?
Not
like
really.
any...
No, they don't have much information on the Red Wizards.
Ugh, lame.
But I will give you some information in Drow, actually, just for fun. You do find some Drow information as well, just might as well, since there wasn't really much to give off way. You do obviously learn about the Drow. The Drow elves are notorious slavers. They lived in the Underdark, typically only to venture to the surface world to raid small communities and take captives. AKA like you guys in Out of the Abyss.
Well, no, shush.
They also have been known to enslave more powerful creatures. Such enslavement is typically performed by their mages with mithril chokers that forces the creature to follow them. Follow the mage's orders. Such chokers cannot be removed by the one wearing them, but can be only removed by anyone else.
Huh.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Hey, who knows? Maybe that happens in the Out of the Abyss.
We're a strong, independent party that won't get choked. We're living the dream.
Alright. So you can get all the information you see fit. As actually, I can't give any more information. That's all that I have given.
I'm feeling your pain right now, Phaedra, with the bad rolls. 2 and an 8 with advantages. Whew. No bueno. But anyways.
Anyways, let's get going.
Yes, everyone got all their bits and pieces.
Indeed.
I mean, he's not awake, but we'll just... I don't know.
Drag his ass so long he can wake up when he
Yeah.
gets there.
It's fine. He's following. He's like asleep, but he's following. Very impressive, honestly. And then we'll go to... It's, what, A8, right? The Pit of Trials.
Indeed.
Oh. I think I know what's gonna happen. Like A8, it's an illusion, place of illusion magic. And then Gutboy is talking about how, is all of this even real?
Good news is you're on the same wavelength as Gutboy now.
Ugh, is that good news?
That's dangerous.
Alright, so you spend a full day resting as the next day arrives, as your trial seems fit and dire, as you head towards the location. When you arrive at the Pit of Trials, you arrive here, you find no one there but Lathrith, the Magnificent, as he bids you good luck and, well, I hope you've read the tribal trail and what lies beyond. As well, I hope the trial goes well for you all lot. Wish you luck. As he starts to swirl his orb around with blue energy.
The crystal. The crystal. We need the crystal.
The arcane
The
focus.
focus.
No worries. As he flicks it to you. So he teleports you out
Nice.
as you instantly get transported elsewhere. Seeming fit, the swirl of energy focuses on you, delivering you to a bar. As you disappear, finding yourself long gone out of this place. As you find yourself drawn back to another location. As you see a perimeter around it with ruins and a long staff. Where you have transported at.
Can I make a check to see if it was actually a teleportation spell that he was using?
Sure.
Arcana, right?
Sure, yeah.
I'm gonna roll a 1, by the way. I just thought you'd want to know. Oh no, 24.
It's a different kind of spell, honestly. It's like a teleport, but it's different. Seems like it's
Oh, no.
connected to whatever this
We're in
is.
We're in Gut Boy's mind, everyone. Don't panic.
As you do
That's
see,
terrifying.
you do see 7 ruins here. You could roll a perception check upon the location where you're at right now, as you find yourself in rather further away from obviously the school.
I don't see a thing.
Arma's like, hell yeah, I know where we are.
I'm very perceptive.
All right.
Is that a bush?
You see 7 ruins on the kind of perimeter around the area, as you see the certain ruins with a long staff. As it almost feels like you can touch them.
Touch them.
Touch the ruins?
Touch
If you look closely at the spelling of them, they almost look like it spells something as they're glowing slightly, fainting blue.
Can I see which language?
Oh. You can't seem to translate it at the moment. But it seems like if you touch them, maybe they will.
Alright, I touch it.
Alright. As you touch it, you can see begin to translate the runes as it eventually paying attention as it begins to form into a word. As you see in big bold letters, Tribor. As upon completion, the runes explode, blinding you with blue light. As once it clears, you find yourself in the middle of a dark forest, farther away from Tribor. Now, in reality, it seems you're in the trial, as it seems fit. As you're seeing across, as your eyes eventually clear away, as you kind of wipe the tears away, as you see the forest as a slightly bitter but caustic smell that burns your nostrils. The trees have stooped as if buckled under weight of the incredible age. The light of the full moon, as well as relatively sparse, undergrowing, and makes it for easy travel. The sound of the wildlife from the hooting owls in the distance, as the howling of the wolves can be heard in a righteous abundance. As it's nighttime, with the moon out.
It's the same time as when we left.
Nope.
Ugh. This isn't ominous at all.
I think we have to navigate the forest.
Oh, I wonder what gave you that idea.
As you
This
can
must be the
go ahead.
this must be the Crypt Garden Woods. I say this only because from what I was reading, there's a green dragon that lives here.
Dragon, you say?
Yes.
Green,
I don't
you
think
say?
we'll need to worry about it, but
They're
it's
my
likely the reason
favorite
for
type.
the different appearance of these woods.
So you can see like the peaks of the Sword Mountains can be seen from the northern silhouette, as you can see obviously the general position of the forest, a large pond roughly 3 miles to the southwest from here, as you can also see in a distance by just using your book as well, an abandoned mine about 2 miles from the north, as you'll have to investigate yourself through the forest. So I would highly suggest picking your high survival individual that can track.
It's Zosta.
It's
He's
not
not
here.
That's
here.
Who's on next best survival?
I'm not horrible.
Who's
I
proficient?
have 0.
Yeah, I've got 1.
Got 3, but I ain't proficient.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not proficient.
Looks like it's Drake. Don't let us down.
Fuck. Okay.
Since you lost in the forest.
9 hours later.
I don't promise anything. What do I gotta do?
Can I help him with that, Red?
Yeah, that's why he'd mentioned the help action.
Okay, help me.
And I'll give him guidance.
Sounds good.
Once you get to the natural one.
The 2 of them. Hey,
Ooh.
Yeah, baby. Let's
His guidance is a D4, right?
4, yeah.
D4.
Alright.
Ooh. 22.
Oh, it's not enough. Sorry, I'm joking.
you needed 23.
You die, you fall.
Damn.
Alright, as you begin to move, you do see a set of tracks that can be discerned. You can see one that looks like it's made by light-footed humanoids. You can see the second that leads to the south, and the other one looks like it belongs to a large potential cat creature. To the
Oh.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was going to point this out to everyone else. Let's see what's so. But continue. So,
As you can
So
follow
one-
the north track, so there's 2 tracks, of course. There's one leading, so there's obviously light-footed tracks. There's a second one, obviously, to the south, looking like large feline tracks. So there's a south and there's a north. There's 2 opposite. Which way do you want to go, north or south?
well, if there's...
Be Drow Lamia.
Yeah.
Yes, they're not, but they're not together. That's one thing.
Not yet.
Was it- Not yet. So I think ultimately we're gonna need to go for the Drow. But
Yes.
I think if we take out the Lamia first, that'll make it easier later.
It would. I'd rather not get snuck up on by that thing.
By Drow, that's true.
If we can take out the Drow and find out who has control of the Lamia, we might be able to trick the I still have the role of disguised self. I
Oh,
could
that's true.
take the key for its collar or whatever from whoever has it and disguise myself as them, and hopefully get something out of it.
It is a mind, though. It does mind tricks, so it's very perceptive. I like your idea. I'm just not sure Alami is the best choice for that.
Oh, the other thing is that we kill the Drow. Do we even have to deal with them?
That's also true.
Just have to give the stone or the focusing crystal to the wizard. And then,
Yeah, and the Drow is where the prisoners are going to be. So once the wizard gets his stone,
I mean, we might not even have to take out the Drow.
valid. Maybe just need to sneak in, find a wizard, and give him the stone.
We will.
Yes.
Oh, we will. But I'm saying. Oh, we
Not
will.
right
I mean, under that fact, couldn't I just go in alone, sneak in disguised as a Drow, find the wizard, and give him his focus and call it a day?
Do you speak the Drowish language?
Shit, do I? I doubt it.
Undercommon or Elvish?
It's Elvish, but there's a dialect. That's the thing.
Right.
I mean, and if you get found out and we're not there, you're
Yeah.
likely,
I don't speak
probably
anything. I don't even speak Elvish.
you're gonna end up
Speak
in
Elvish.
there with a collar around your neck.
Yeah, speak Elvish too. But it's like, alright, so sneaking in by yourself is not good, but we might be able to avoid I don't know.
Well,
Let's see what's the situation
hopefully
first.
Disaster is next week here coming into this, as we'll end our session here, concluding our mission here, but we'll head towards next week for Friday. So a reminder on payment if you haven't paid, as I will see you guys next Friday for another epic adventure of the Forgotten Realms.
Indeed.
Although I'm glad that I've got the most useless